steal the Earl back to us. Well, rescued him from the clutches of debt. And have a little talk of how the things with the two duchies going and joining the Duchess. And in the end, we won. The Duchess got what she wanted, and we got what we wanted by keeping our alliance with the Duchy. So we got 2 areas for us, the priesthood and the Count Ike's land to be our vassals, and Earl of Melrock. Of course, Earl of Melrock came without its Earl, but the party decided to name former Mayor Pine as its vassal, or our vassal as the Earl. Afterwards, Count Ike and the Bishop of Algrid came to visit us, to, build the loyalty to us. Count Ike was handsome, charming as ever he is, and the Bishop had zealot old man fire in him. Let's put it that way. Some minor nobles arrived. We received message that some orcs had tried to infiltrate Sorkai, and they were, let's say, volunteer to our chemical production testing by our half Lilith, who formed this dead gas that kill creatures' souls and spirits and bodies to make them to be goo. Very effective, I will tell you. Pricey, but effective. We'll receive some barrels of that to be further field tested. We also received Lord Sion to our court. He has become our new possible royal advisor. And Lord Ander was sent back to Greater Alcent to be its vassal under us. We had a party, and then the realm split. And now they are smaller faction taking over or ruling over their vassalhood, independent or rebellious towards the Radiant Empire, and we are turning our gaze towards the orcs. I think that's most of it. Even if it was a bit crumbly.
You did decent.
2 out of 5.
I'm trying to read my notes and speak at the same time. And I will tell you, I have a lot of notes.
Yes, I'm aware. Prodigious
Turns
notes.
out your party scribe is well versed.
As a bard should. Right. Do we have any outstanding business that we need to take care of before we head back into the fray?
Standing business you need to take care of. Your court is able to still handle itself for the moment.
Okay.
In character, you have a little bit of outstanding business, a little bit of paperwork, a little bit of royal duties. Nothing that needs yours as players' attention.
Yeah. There's the ceremony for the street behind the orphanage, the naming ceremony that needs to be attended.
Of many other things, but
we'll do a portrait of Mr. Barnsworth and like hang it up there, overlooking the alleyway behind the orphanage. It's like, a statue or something of him like leering down like.
Is that what you want?
I mean, I think it would be hilarious.
Sure, I will spend 5 platinum to get a statue of him there.
It's either him leering down or it's him like grimacing, like
While little children like playing around his legs, like really happy. He's like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly that face. Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone's reminder, of course, this is what the world map looks like right now.
Waiting for it to load.
I said to preload earlier, but apparently it was still preloading.
Very colourful, I think I remarked last time.
How it mirrors my civilization. No, Crusader Kingdom. Crusader Kingdom. I said civilization, but no.
Also, to make things clear, because I don't know if I've properly explained this, but for your own realm, the areas that are in pale colours are because they are owned by a vassal, not directly by you, while the dark red is you.
Stuck at 98%. Anyone else through?
Yeah,
I'm true.
I'm
Everyone
looking
else appears to be in.
It's just me then.
I'm
Well, I might need
I'm
to
also hanging.
relaunch my browser.
Except Howdemir, who I don't see on the map at all.
amazing.
Like, you do not have a dot on any of my maps.
Incredible. I'm just gonna back. And to think my
yeah.
ISP was like it's all for you.
Yeah, there's no major outstanding business, though, in the courts that you need to handle. Everything seems to be mostly functioning. It does not take you too long to set up Lord Zion among others with new quarters around the palace,
Yes.
including his small group of retainers he insists on keeping with him.
Hmm.
But otherwise, it just be a case of it will take a few weeks to fully integrate everyone into their new roles.
Hmm.
It takes time to transition sometimes.
Hmm.
But that doesn't stop all of you. You have more important things to do, more important places to be.
Yeah, I have personnel handling the bureaucracy. Yeah, land looks pretty neat. A bit squished, but we're working on it.
Be a little less squished if you took some of the Bifrost.
Yeah.
Take the Bifrost, take the Marchland. You'd have a much more breathing room up top there.
I think so, yeah. What has Durdevel done for us recently?
Aid with the orcs?
Do they though?
Question mark?
I think no one handles the orcs here except like Forel that takes the brunt of it, right?
Lady Saras is very well. I think it's
I'm also
go
Durdevel is a vassal of Ferelda, so
Yeah. Shadow Shield.
trying to steal them would be a war.
Shadow Shield is mostly selling mercenaries, probably. Like they're living the high life on our wars here.
It also helps that it's surrounded by mountain on side, which for Shadow Shield. So
Dwarves.
the mountain does make it significantly harder to invade them.
Damn dwarves.
But for all of you, presumably you are interested in personally joining the war effort.
Yeah.
You will learn that during your time away, your vassals have still continued your little campaign for you. After all, just because you're not here doesn't mean the war stopped. And under the direction of Sir Gillian, he has continued expansion, especially given he has been apparently rather aided by Miss Faison, the orc shamaness you captured, and managed to convince to assist all of you. How you still did that, not everyone's entirely sure, but different issue. You guys seem to have a
Amazing what
habit.
you can do if you just listen to people's concerns, right?
You guys seem to have a habit of recruiting your enemies.
Is that what we did with her? Did we just beat her up a lot?
I mean, both in that order, roughly.
Well.
I mean, you first had to beat her out of wild shape, then, you know.
A good, efficient way.
Also, given at the time it was 5e, 5e wild shape rules do make giant animals rather dumb. Given you inherit their intelligence half the time. known issue.
True.
But nonetheless, then, the group would like to set out then to meet up in the Blackwood. Stop preloading that now. I'll just check that no one else has any business they want to attend to while you're at home at the moment.
I would just check how the personal research is going by the Blackfire mates, nothing else.
The Blackfire Mage has... Let's see, what did you set their research to do?
The vampire research.
Ah. They are nearly done. Close. Yes, they're quite close at the moment. Should have a report for you soon.
That's fine by me.
Actually, I did have a quick question. How did the psychic memory shards, like, translate in this edition at all? If they do?
The memory shards are still here.
The one that we got access to previously
Yes.
that allowed to take a spell from any list, is that still a thing?
Yes, that is still a thing.
Does any of the casters want to do that? We have 3 of them now.
I feel like I need a reminder what those are. Memory shards?
Back in the tomb that Vickers led you all to, where you met
The Dracolich.
yes.
Oh, okay.
You found 5 strange shards seemingly containing the memories of old heroes. They haven't all been
Right.
decoded yet, but the first one you did decode allowed you to steal a spell from a spell from for a spell that isn't your own.
Right, and I just disregarded those immediately because 5th edition.
Yes, but now it's Pathfinder, which is probably more immensely usable to take a... I assume when you mean class, you probably mean tradition at this point.
I mean,
right?
let's face it, we're taking a spell from a different tradition now, but
Yeah, so...
that
That's
still works.
very valuable, so... Think about it, I guess. I guess I could technically, but it would be better of use to people who can use higher level spells.
Yeah,
so.
get the full casters to do it.
Yeah. I think so too.
Divine
I
is the only list
mean-
we don't have, so is there any super awesome divine spell we want?
Raise dead. Resurrection.
Could be good.
I don't have those anymore, so getting one of those would be handy.
Would be handy. Do druids get anything like that?
Like every
Isaac
information.
does have the reincarnate ritual.
Does he have breath of life, or is that only?
That's divine.
That's
I
divine.
believe that's only divine.
Well, yeah, maybe something like that. If someone goes down, and you can do like a quick resuscitate.
Breath of life is when they die, not when they go down, remember?
Breath of life is like a reaction, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
when someone's
yeah,
about
but
to die, not go down
Yeah,
to 0.
yeah, but isn't that good to have?
Yeah, no, I'm just clarifying in case you thought that it was if someone like goes unconscious.
No. It's just in the case where like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's very useful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm technically a full caster, but I don't really play like one. So our other 2 actual casters might want to ponder.
Alright. Under the
And I
orb.
assume you can't use spells while you're wild shape, right? So having a reaction spell probably will hinder you.
Yes,
You
I
can't do it.
I can't use reactions while wild shape, spell reactions while wild shaped at all, and I would have to spend an action to end my wild shape before I can cast the spell. So it's really awkward.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe Seal wants Chain Lightning, Disintegrate, or like Mass,
No,
mass
I would-
Slow
I
or
would-
something.
No, I would get a resurrection spell.
Oh.
I am not a DPS. Like, that's not my job.
Oh, you could take 6 level slow. Really good spell.
I mean, sure.
One of the
But I would
best
more
debuffs
gladly
in the
take
game.
some kind of like resurrection, have a second option.
Oh, you take what you want.
I mean, yeah, I mean that is what I would take if I can.
what are you trying to take?
some kind of like resurrection spell. I don't know which they
There aren't
are
actually
now.
many resurrection spells. A lot of them are now rituals.
Which you can probably just learn anyway, because rituals aren't.
There
Like,
is one raise dead spell, which is sixth level under divine.
I mean, I can guess raised it. No, 6th level spells, but not
Is that
divine.
the one that requires a bunch of money per level?
I mean, they all require a bunch of money in this level, but yes, it would. In this case, it would require 200 gold pieces per level for a character of level 13 or lower.
Oh, okay.
And
I mean, it's worth it.
once you hit level 15, it's 400 gold per level.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a free for all for whoever wants it, so we can hash it out ourselves.
Point is, once it's used, crystal's gone.
Yeah. And we have others, so we might get other cool stuff from it, but probably the only one that lets us do this specific thing at least.
I mean, Bread of Life isn't bad. I have something similar as a bard focus spell, but this also heals. So I guess Bread of Life or Raise Dead. Then.
I think Grace has a good like backup in case we need it. Sorry.
Yeah.
'Cause
I don't
at
have
least
the
you
other
can have-
money for now, but it's still good backup, I think.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Between all of us, we can carry enough for one person.
Hopefully.
And since I assume it would add it to your spontaneous, like not as a prepared dark, or how would it work?
It depends on who's using it. In CL's case, it would be added to their spontaneous list. Yeah.
Yeah, then that means really that as long as you have the spell slot good, which is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Go for it.
It's uncommon, so can I pick it?
Yes.
Okay. Going to use it then.
Okay. In which case, so the group will set out then.
Yes.
Do. I'm going to go ahead and change the map over. Changed a bit since you were last hit.
Are we winning?
Our
Oh, that
hexes
changed a
are-
lot.
Oh yeah, wow.
Guess we know more about the area now.
Did certainly occupy part of it, and we're gone for months, so.
With your foothold established, your troops have managed to learn a decent bit more about the area, especially given you have now an insider telling you more about the happenings in the land. You have managed to secure decent footholds with Westwind Fort, as well as, of course, the farms and the old keep as well. The witches now have undisputed control over the area surrounding Eden's Hallow. The orcs, though, have not taken your presence here lightly. Frequent raids have been apparently common against your forces at the Western Fort. Making many attempts to push deeper in so far, a slow and difficult effort. As you arrive in the room that's been outfitted as the little command room, outside you do see a small wagon also being unloaded, which the troops seem very confused about, simply having 4 barrels with large skulls and crossbones on them. You know what those are for.
Yes. Do be
Troops.
careful with those.
The troops are very unsure, other than the fact that they have been told under no circumstances to drop them.
No. Rather be crushed by them than drop them.
But yes, as you enter inside the command room, you see various members of your court currently all standing around the wooden table, seemingly trying to figure out what to do next. So they all go a bit quiet, seeing the group arrive.
Very well. I'm gonna also look over the room. Look to Sir Gillian, who is the commander on site, and basically say, "Report, Sir Gillian."
Ah, my lord. We've secured a decent foothold in the southwestern region and managed to push them back. But we have been suffering from deep interference in any attempt to push out further. It doesn't appear the orcs have any intention of letting us approach further.
Where are the resistance concentrated currently?
Much of the resistance has been hitting us hardest at Westwind's Fort. We haven't seen too much activity down the river. I think the orcs themselves are also maybe struggling in the terrain as much as we are.
Nonce. I expect the witches are also making life difficult for them.
That is definitely to be the case. There have been a few orc patrols that have attempted the way in, only for their bodies to be found mangled, seemingly by no one. To be honest, I'm glad they're on our side.
Nods, looks at the map. So... Let's see here. Could you tell me about Karen's Cry?
Karen's Cry, it's an old, deep pit that's emerged there. Even Faye here could not tell me much about it in detail, except that they have been using it to train war beasts, and a lot of them.
I see.
What sort of war beast?
A variety, some unnatural, but others, including, well, birds outfitted in armor, ready to set flight with archers on their back, for one. Something we have learnt the hard way. Beyond that, some strange lizards have come out there as well as these large attack dogs.
Very well.
They've frankly made a mess of our infantry when they've crossed path.
Is there a strong orc presence around this place?
Karen's Cry has a very strong presence there, though they seem very reluctant to move outside the skirmisher groups they send out.
Right. Looks at the map again, frowns. What's Raven's holdout up here?
As Brother Fane looks over. A outpost, though we've been unable to properly contact them, of an old rebels group calling themselves Raven's Queen Guard.
Aye.
Make a
Seemingly
religion check.
a group of fanatical mercenaries who, well, they've managed to keep their little holdout in the mountains orc-free and slaughtered anyone getting close. You want to attempt a religion check, you said?
Yeah, a rebellious group against undead orcs that call themselves the Raven's Queen Guard. That certainly rings a metagame bell. That's a nat 20 on improvised religion. All right.
Perfect religion. Your ex-wife was actually really into this.
Well, you pause and think about this. And yes, many things seem to line up in your head. That you have heard a fact of a shadowy, undead hating, well, somewhat undead hating. The situation's complicated, but a queen of death, referring to herself as the Raven Queen, belonging to, who finds hold in the Netherworld, the Shadow Plane. Though your contact experience with her followers is very sparse, with one real exception. As you now recall seeing iconography of her down in the caves when you were exploring under Sorkai. In one of the caves that Kieran, the cultist warlock down there, had been holding himself up in. So only now if you fully kind of put the points together.
I didn't know that Sokka had connections. Curious. But they might be potential allies in this fight.
As it stands up till now, we've not had any luck approaching them. Anything in close has been, well, between the train and them, fruitless.
What type of terrain is it?
Honestly, their holdout is surrounded by mountains on pretty much every side, with only a narrow chasm or a cave leading up to it.
The cave entrance is on our side.
Yes, there's a cave entrance on our side we can take, but it's heavily trapped. And there's a chasm leading to the north, towards the Orcs area, but, well, we haven't gotten close to that bit. But according to Faye, the place is... it's a death trap.
Mountains tend to be treacherous, especially ones that have been made more treacherous. But just because you people are unable to reach them doesn't mean that we'll have the same troubles.
Yes, we slightly stronger than the average soldier, certainly. All right, well, and that could be something to investigate further. All right, so we have. Let's see. Where can I find? Animal training area. Very large text, unfortunately. No, that's bad. Remove.
That's why you scribes.
Yeah, well. I tried to be.
You can shrink the text if you're using the text tool.
I was trying to, yes.
Create text, and then you can, in there, change the font size.
Oh.
Afterwards. where the text have it will have a font size and then just font 48, I think, by default.
You know, I don't get that option as far as I can see.
Okay, I can always turn the font size down if you need to, but...
I'm just gonna make a note that that's the animal training area over there. Oh god, now I can't move the texting. God damn it.
It's fine.
Ah!
If you put down a note, I can, you know, put it in place for you.
Technology betrays you once again, Jonas.
Yep. Okay. And what other things do we have? We have the stern, which I assume is some sort of orc stronghold.
Faye nods as she looks over to you. The stern is a strange place. A small citadel in the vast wastelands surrounding Starfall Crater. Orc alchemists have taken up the hold there since, well, since the defeat of the creature that created all of the mess. Originally, they sent a couple of alchemists to collect body parts from it. She shivers a little. But then a few alchemists became a few more. Then a few guards went with them. Then they built a laboratory there. And over time, it's developed into this whole fortress that they've built, seemingly studying the strange blight and, well, experimenting on something there. I fear what, though, given how much I feel the wastes have been slowly spreading outwards.
Okay. But fairly well fortified.
She nods.
Well,
Unfortunately.
and then we have a Starfall crater by itself.
Yes, the deep crater a few miles out from it. There's a lot of unusual creatures that seem to emerge from it. I don't know if they're attracted to it or if they're born from it, but many unnatural things, aberrants.
And that crater has been there for a while.
She pauses. Longer than my lifetime. It's been...
Cavanagh nods. Check. Not a problem we can solve right now, probably. Right. Well, Greenbell Mine.
Oh, probably not anything of major strategic note, but it's a very old and rather deep mine. Strange green flames sometimes emerge from it, but it still the orcs regularly work it and pull out metals of some descriptor. She starts stumbling a little bit, Faye, at this point, with this like trying to describe the metals, like describing their like vague color to you. But it's almost like she clearly doesn't have a clue what metal it is they're mining. Not a druid of metal, as it turns out.
Okay. Well, then it seems to me that we pick a target and we go, really. War beasts. Connect with the Raven Queen guard up there. Or take out the mine, I suppose.
I think the Raven Queen Guard Hollows are nice because you can see what their initial attitude is towards us. And if they're not so trusting, then we can go elsewhere and deal with that, and then they can see that we actually are pretty good ally. Although I don't doubt that on our first meeting, that Amos will impress upon them. They should definitely ally with us, but yeah.
I'm good at impressing upon people.
Yep. But that's my vote. First go.
Yeah, I think it's the most sensible first location, although I do like a good mind elf.
Yes.
I mean, we can go the Raven's Holdout and then to the Miners. That's a one way of doing things. But I do agree with going to Raven's Hold first.
Well, unless Haldamir is strongly opposed, I think we have our first target.
No, I'm good.
All right, towards
Just
the
been very
Raven
quiet,
Guard.
that's all. Okay. Attempt to make contact with the Raven Guard. Okay. Essentially sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Give me a
Hope
moment.
so.
Frankly, now a lot of the area has been more mapped out, so getting closer is not too difficult. Just for making note of it, should I assume that the druid is currently leading the?
I think that's a fair assumption.
And is the group trying to be particularly quiet about their movements, or do you not particularly trying to hide your movements if anyone's watching you?
I'm on a war horse. I can't hide.
I have quiet allies, so I mean,
I mean, you can spend time like covering up your, like, you know, having someone like try to like cover your tracks behind you, that
I
sort
mean,
of thing.
we certainly could.
yeah, I can try and cover.
There are ways if you want to try and be more subtle in moving, even on a horse.
With quiet allies, we have a decent chance.
Well, it might work a little bit different mechanically, I think, is what Dark is hinting.
No,
Yes.
no, you can do quiet allies to try and cover tracks for this.
Sure. But who's the lowest one? Well, minions can't take exploration actions, so the horse wouldn't count.
I mean, mine is +4 untrained stealth.
Yeah.
I bet you I am lower.
What are you gonna bet me? You know, I am a betting woman.
At your level,
I will bet you like, I don't know, 1,000 gold that I am probably worse at sneaking than Steel is.
I do not have 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for 5 platinum.
Sure. All right. Well, let's have a look. I have a hearty 0 in my stealth. 0 dex
go.
and 0 from untrained. I also have a heavy armor on top of that. So
Half your
Great.
5 platinum.
Yahoo!
roll plus 14 then in your check.
Plus-
Plus 3.
Okay,
14.
14.
14.
Because it's desperately trying to cover up your tracks.
It's
Like
just
oiling up your armor, like putting like cotton on, in between the folds of your.
Yeah. From a faraway place called Otari, I have imported this weird crab mucus that I'm gonna really good for
If you look
shades.
far away, he almost looks like a mountain sheep or something. You
He's a-
know? Like,
That's like a fake head. All right, oh, sorry.
yeah.
Still plus 14, you say?
Yes.
Plus 14. I assume my armor check penalty applies here. It's crossed out for some reason. I don't know why.
Armor check penalty only applies if you're not strong enough to wear the armor fully.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
am.
don't have that. You're strong.
Oh.
Yeah, for full plate, you need at least 18 strength to not get penalized.
Right, behold my sneak. Great.
Oh, you have a hero point.
Oh. God damn it.
But is Amnes that motivated to be quiet?
That's a good question. I don't think he is.
The hell?
17
Okay, sabotage. DM sabotage. What's putting ideas into our king's head? What is it?
Divine
I'm-
intervention.
I'm trying. That should be enough for him. That's fine. Do what you want.
Well, or I could reroll it for you, but
No, reroll it for yourself. It's whatever you think.
no,
You're
I
doing
think
checks,
I think Amanas, he's just like he's never been quiet. He doesn't know why he should start now.
Fine, I don't care.
It's
It's a free check, so if we fail it, we fail it.
I can just see it now. Vic is pointing. Okay, Vic. Okay, the quietest route for us to go would be go that way. We can slightly head around the river and go through the shallow parts. Amanas just charges straight forward, right through the deepest
Yeah.
parts. And
Amanas has already left as he's talking.
He's like, oh, what? I didn't see anything.
No one told me.
Yeah.
As he has like been.
This
If-
feels very real life.
if you're moving through an urban environment, Amanas isn't currently going
Wow.
like. Amanas isn't heading down the path currently. Amanas is just choosing to go through the fence if needed. So,
I have a brutal warhorse. He just tramples through everything.
Don't blame the horse.
yeah, basically you can find an Amanas-shaped hole through the forest, pushing all the leaves and like plants apart.
Alright.
It's fine as long as no one is actually looking for Amanas. It'll be fine.
Incredible.
Okay. Can I also get a survival check from Isaac, please?
Absolutely. I'm supposed to be good at those.
I hope the new druid is good at that.
I mean, it's not great.
Could be a lot worse.
What sort of terrain are we traveling through?
To start with, I would describe it largely as dense forest.
Okay. I do have terrain expertise on mountains, which gives me another +1.
Well, keep that in mind for the mountain portion.
And also with noting, I can sneak amazingly in underbrush, but I don't think that matters. While
I mean, you can turn invisible basically by stopping.
Yeah.
Same.
Which does lead to the awkward situation that Amanas is charging past and there's just a mammoth tiptoeing through the place.
Yeah.
Different issue. You can't use train stalker while doing overland travel, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just reminding myself mostly that I have this, and we're actually in an environment that is not a city.
It's a change, right?
True.
Like you're in the druid's natural habitat. Okay. I need a you are here marker of some kind. Let's get you are here marker. Because I need to denote where the give me a moment. Actually, I can just drag the party up. That works.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The group travels over the next period. It takes you a day or so to reach where you need to. I mean, theoretically, perhaps it should take a little bit longer, though it doesn't really seem like Amanis is slowing down to allow for the stealth per se. But
Yeah.
Amanas is using the scouting exploration action.
Just confirming, it is scouting, not charging.
Scouting, yes.
You spend it takes you a little bit of time, and you kind of by the time you eventually do arrive at the cave entrance you were denoted, it is currently about dusk at the moment. The sun is kind of setting behind you right now as you kind of peek inside. As you can see, this kind of narrow-mouthed cave entrance heading deep into the mountains, with a large sign outside, seemingly painted in blood, just saying "Keep out."
That's not ominous at all.
What language?
It's it's written technically twice. It's written once once in the kind of common trade tongue, and then another time in Elven.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not written, no, which neither languages are ones the orcs particularly use too often. So
No.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
but it's relatively dark at the moment, and the cave seems to go in narrow and darker.
Yeah. This is the time where I will start searching for traps. Which means I will activate my trap searching boosts.
What are you telling me? A rogue's decent trap finding?
Yes. Do you
Something
like me
that's
to roll, or do you do that for me? I forget.
I mean, you're actively searching right now, so you can roll for actively searching.
Sure.
Your trap
Rules
finding
is
ability
written.
is your trap finding ability is it can also work as a passive with the version you've got.
Yeah. Actually,
Or-
let me be smart here. Let me activate my. It's you're saying it's getting dark, right?
Yes, it is like
It's not. It's not bright.
but it's sunset right now, and you're about to go into a very dark cave potentially.
I'm gonna activate these so I don't dazzle myself.
You flick the lenses on your goggles.
Then try the check with the bonus.
Just realized I had the old version of all your tokens on the map.
Yeah, I couldn't click on it from my sheet, so I had to...
There we go. Sarah's no longer has her old appearance; she has her actual appearance again.
Yeah.
Okay, you start peeking into the cave ahead of you. It honestly doesn't take you more than like 20 feet into the little cave in front of you before you notice a groove in the ground. And you realize that, oh yeah, there's a trap like immediately here covering wall to wall in this cave.
What manner of trap is it?
You think it might be a pitfall.
Okay.
You think.
Let's see.
The rather advanced one.
Advanced pit.
Someone has spent some time engineering it.
This pit is engineered.
Well, usually when stuff is engineered, it's usually very easy to break. Maybe. But is there a way I can like disable this trigger for the trap?
From where you are here, you can try to jam what you think is the triggering mechanism. Though the trap will technically still be live, but you try to jam the triggering mechanism.
Okay. Or I
From
could
the-
just trigger it and...
You could just trigger it. It might be you don't see an easy way you can disable the trap itself fully, but you might be able to at least kind of jam it enough that it will hold your weight for now.
Yeah, I think that's the best bet. Try and attempt to jam it.
You can attempt a thievery roll.
Yeah, let's try this. Ugh.
As
Great.
you head out over the you head out, kind of precariously having to balance on the trap on the giant trapdoor you know you're standing on,
Yeah.
and hoping that you desperately won't set it off. Everyone else, for a moment, hears this really this like really painful screech, like metal grinding against metal for a moment. As because you feel the entire trapdoor below you like bend slightly,
Okay.
but you seem to have just barely kind of jammed it in place so it won't move.
All right, get moving.
But
This
you
won't
can,
last long.
but you can hear the subtle sound of like gears like grinding their teeth against each other in the mechanism.
You know, I have a straight thought of empathy for the engineer, but sorry about traps are traps. They're meant to be disabled. I'll try and ferry people across.
Okay.
Try and get Amos to listen and not pound the floor as he's crossing it.
Uh-huh.
Presuming nobody decides to do anything silly like say transform into a mammoth on the trapdoor on the way across.
Yeah.
No.
Isaac's just Isaac.
Yeah,
True.
I didn't think Isaac would do that, but you know, to be sure. Okay. As you start heading deeper to the cave. As part of something you can do on Pathfinder 2e is if you'll go to the party view in the character section, or on your sheets, you can set yourself a proper exploration activity.
I did actually.
Where?
Oh yeah. So click on the sheet on the heading of the party, like the
Sure.
folder heading of all our
Yes.
characters.
Yes, I remember.
Go to exploration
Hmm.
and then add one. I need to find search.
My exploration action is squeeze. A squeeze.
I'm just dragging a few on there for you.
I do like this party sheet. It's very nice.
Yep.
Treat was expression action? What? No.
What?
Treat wound is an exploration action, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, because it takes like 10
It
minutes.
takes 10,
and
it
it's
takes
not
10 minutes.
You can't do it in combat.
No.
That's an exploration.
I guess I'm actively treating wounds if you need that kind of thing.
I mean, I don't think anyone's currently injured at the moment.
No,
So
well,
Yeah,
that's what
so-
you do. Like, it's a 10-minute activity to treat wounds, so yes.
Yeah. So while people are like, "Hey, I'm searching," you are treat wounds. That's your exploration action,
Yep.
basically, for 10 minutes.
well, one of them is also coerce, which I find rather funny. You just spend 10 minutes threatening someone while people are doing other things.
Works.
You can have a look through the full list of them. I've dragged a few examples on a few of your sheets.
I don't know what to usually use.
Recall knowledge is good if you don't know anything in
Yeah.
particular. Gives you a free recall knowledge check if something weird pops up.
Investigate.
So the way this works, rules as written, is like if you're on the search activity, the DM will automatically roll perception checks for you. If you're on the investigate activity, the DM will automatically roll recall knowledge checks for you if relevant. If you're not on those actions, you don't passively get those opportunities immediately. You'd have to actively say, "Hey, I'm for the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna basically try to perceive traps and which is implicitly saying, "Hey, I'm gonna switch to the search action for a bit."
It's a way for the system to try to mitigate the thing of as soon as you step into a room, every player is just I roll for perception. Or like, no, choose your action, and that's what you do until you say something else.
It's basically what you're spending your focus on, like not your focus points, like your actual character focus. That is the only thing you're really trying to do in those 10-minute intervals.
I like it as a solution, but it is difficult to get out of the habit of being like, I want to do perception checks, because you're so used to it.
Yeah, you can only really do one thing at a time well.
Yep.
Everything else is, well, you have to rely on your companions to look for those traps.
Up to you what you want to set it to, but
I mean, I guess I could go either church or follow the experts.
No expert is doing anything though.
I mean, follow the expert would be like copying what something else is doing. Could be.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if
Like
there's I don't really know what to be to be honest.
I mean,
Well,
if
follow
nothing
the
else,
expert is like follow the expert gives you a bonus. Like it's like if you weren't trained in
Yeah, well, that's I
like
guess.
recall knowledge skills that a player would use. You would use investigators or follow the expert on their investigate, and then you would get a check at like as if you're proficient on their levels.
if you don't know what to do, everyone can just search because just look around.
Yeah, just if you don't know what to do, recall knowledge or search.
Default.
Yeah, just gonna go for that.
At that point, it's just keeping your eyes open. So, do I see anything? Yes. No.
Yeah, doubling up on checks is never bad.
Yeah, and I have dark vision and spirit sense, and I can have true sight. It's not a bad option.
Dark vision brings a good point. Because, as said, all of you are going into a very dark.
I have dark vision too.
I have my goggles.
I have spells. Have I cast them properly already? I have not. Got this one. I've got this one on Ceres. And I've got
You protect Ceres's.
this one and this one. Got all the buffs.
Hadamir, are you okay? You haven't said much in a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just very quiet.
Mm.
Ceres have a way to see in the dark.
She has low light vision, not dark, and I don't have dark vision. I do have light as a cantrip, though.
Are you having light?
Do we particularly need not light?
No, it's just I don't need it active. I have dark vision, so
Yeah, if you have it active, then I need to take off my goggles because I'll be dazzled otherwise. Which I don't mind. I just
Put it on.
blind myself. Yeah, they're like night vision goggles basically, so I could blind myself.
He gets flashbanged if someone's turns on the bright light while he's wearing.
Yeah.
So I guess Ceres is light cantrip.
Yeah.
It's good anyway. Might be nice to see in color. Might help.
As you head inside, begin to look around. The cave goes deeper and deeper into the mountain, and the walls are rather damp. There's moisture drips from it. Immediately to Ceres's mind, she comes to the realization that you're in the that this cave has somehow managed to form straight through an aquifer without flooding. But well, also means the cave might be a little unstable. On the bright side, very little will set fire in here. Which, for better or for worse.
One once we're actually in the cave, I'm gonna switch over to investigate as well.
If that's what you would like to do. Officially, I'm in the cave at this point.
Yes.
You make it a
yes.
map switch. Eventually, the cave plateaus after kind of a very long slope down, with the immediate sound of the kicking of water. Who's leading the party, right?
I guess me, because I'm looking out for traps, right? Makes sense.
Then,
Makes
as your
sense.
boots hit the end bottom of the slope, and you're kind of up to your, like, the bottom of your knees in water,
Great.
kind of wading through it a bit. It's inconvenient. And it is also a bit slowing. For all medium creatures, the cave will count as generally difficult terrain.
All right.
For small creatures, it will count as greater difficult terrain. Unless you have a way to get out of the water. Or alternatively, the small creature wanted to swim. For a large creature, it's not going to care. The water isn't high enough to affect them.
Can I ride in here?
Not comfortably.
Alright.
You'd be kind of having to lay down on the back of your horse if you were trying to do that.
Yeah, no.
Your horse doesn't look like it particularly likes being. It will, of course, do it. Laura's not happy.
If I can't sit comfortably in the saddle, I won't ride.
Understood.
I can't be comfortable. What's the point?
Do you want Glory to hang
That
back,
is
or do
my
you want
entire
Glory
life philosophy.
Do you want Glory to hang back, or do you want Glory to be beside you the whole time?
I mean, can he fit in here reasonably?
He can fit, though it's a squeeze for him in many places.
Yeah, he'll be in the back, sorta. He's smart enough to fall on his own.
That's fine then. In which case, your animal companion will go into reserve, and you can call your companion when you later need.
Yep.
Two questions.
Go ahead.
Would it be easier for Ciel to travel, climbing with climb speed? And do I need to make any check if this is a running water and I'm half vampire?
Well,
In Pathfinder?
it's interesting you say both of these. Because as CL gets down here, as soon as your boots touch the water, everyone kind of gets a bit of a yelp from you as it stings.
Oh.
The water actually really stings as it soaks through your clothing.
I mean, it is.
As
I will like
as I assume you
immediately investigate the water.
yeah, CL I assume jump back up the slope slightly to get away from it.
Yeah, and then Ciel starts to go to the ceiling.
Sort of spider.
Okay.
Just, no, she's walking to the ceiling.
Some of you are investigating, of course, and Team Ticker wants to find out what that was about.
Well, we have people recalling knowledge, I believe, so.
We do.
Is it acid? Is it poisonous? Is it anti-CL specifically somehow?
Well,
very specific blessing on this water.
you can roll me either a religion roll, a law mining roll, or a nature roll.
I go for nature, as it turns out.
CL has no idea. CL was just freaking out right now. Isaac.
Seal, take it easy.
You look at the walls, and there's like silvery hue to some of them, like a bluish silvery hue, and then to the water, and kind of feeling the traces of magic here. This cave has almost between the silver kind of diluting into the water and the natural kind of magic kind of flowing through the region. This cave has very subtly, accidentally, like, you know how like water gets maybe slightly pH sometimes with the things dissolved or slightly acidic?
Yeah.
This is almost like ultra diluted holy water.
Oh, interesting.
We can make a fortune.
No.
Look, for sales purposes, please take 2 points of damage.
Sure.
That's not good.
Very interesting phenomenon.
I was
And I
guessing
mean,
it was
it's-
like silver or something in it, and that's why, like, but holy.
I mean, it's a good sign though, because we are certainly fighting something horribly unholy.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think
No,
it's finally
Terrible evil things only take damage from this, so that's good.
I don't mean you. I'm not saying that anyone in your direction is.
I
Strictly
know,
speaking,
Isaac.
Well,
I know.
Listen, I'm just saying that those orcs are horribly unholy, and that is factually correct. I mean,
Oh yes, Isaac, you're known for your attack. That's all right.
This cave would make a extremely good defense against the orcs trying to come through this route.
why be tactful when you can be factful? Am I right?
Facts don't
You are
care about your
technically right,
feelings, is that
yes.
what you're saying?
While I love getting soaked to the bone in this water, will you be alright, CL, walking up there? Can we continue?
GM, will I be alright? Since the hue is also in the mine, the caverns.
While the walls are still damp, it's not enough. Like, it feels a little uncomfortable to you, but it's not hurting you by holding onto the walls.
I will unlive or live. The jury is out on that.
You will persist.
Well, just don't dunk yourself, alright?
Aha.
I will note, as a special mechanic for CL, as you are climbing around down here, in the unlikely event you somehow get attacked by something and you take damage, there is a chance you could fall off the wall.
Yeah, well, it is a thing that I'm gonna take for getting damage over time. But I'm also a lot slower right now.
Because everyone else is being difficult terrain, so not actually that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as fast as they are in the difficult terrain.
I knew I should have taken a further step. Oh well.
Place an Aminus. I want to place a... That's not right. Does that break my vision blocking layer? Crap. One moment. I realized the map was incorrectly scaled and now vision blocking layer is cuckoo.
Alright.
Just fix that.
I will be right back while you fix it.
Thank you. The other special rule for this case is if you have any spells that require holy water as a component, they are free while casting them in this case.
Yay. What spells even are those?
Mostly cleric spells.
Oh,
Yes, for all of our clerics.
yes.
Look, you're the party who does not have a single divine person. That's
Just you wait.
Our,
I'll come
our
back as
king
a
is
fair
divine,
guy.
that is only divinity we need.
It's a martially divine, yeah.
like one of my favorite spells for Pathfinder. Holy Cascade. Hey, do you want to be a cleric with a fireball? Well, and then it's a holy water fireball.
Sounds like a Castlevania.
So it actually has better damage scaling than fireball, but only against fiends and undead.
That makes sense. Having extra damage against specific situation makes sense.
If it hits a non-fiend or undead, it just kind of it's pathetic damage, which is also arguably means you can just don't have to worry about hitting a party with it.
True.
Everyone else just gets mildly splashed, while the fiends and undead just get set on, just get burned.
Unless one of your party is secretly a fiend, then you'll know.
Or secretly a vampire.
Well, I don't think that's a secret anymore.
I mean, I don't know about this secretly. She's like literally hissing and making like blood puns, so I don't know.
When did they make a blood pun?
I mean, probably at some point.
Don't remember.
Guess it really sucks to be you right now.
Oh, stop.
Look, I invoke this right. If a player wants vampirism, I get vampire puns.
Fair.
Sure.
The worst part is the cave that broke. Because vision blocking lights in caves are so annoying.
Yeah.
Do. Okay, that's nearly. Fix this wall.
What are you harming about?
I was thinking what my good spell would be for combat if I'm gonna fight on the ceiling. Like, sure, I can do my usual, but I don't have that much of movement. And I cannot use all of my abilities because I'm on the ceiling, and they are specifically on base movement. And if I go to the water where you go down, I'm gonna get damage over time.
Sounds like we just need to get good and not die.
Well, yeah. But I somehow doubt that.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me. Get good, don't.
Yeah, don't die. If you're gonna die, don't die in the water.
Yes.
Gonna die? Just don't.
Yeah, just don't. Just be an orc and ferocity. Just don't die.
I mean, be an orc and have ferocity is a plan.
Yeah. Hang out with the orcs here. Get some adopted ancestry going. Fine.
I don't need orc to my ancestry. It's already quite complicated.
Well, it's adopted ancestry. You're not literally an orc. You just live like that. Different.
Sure. Half orc Tampier. That would be quite something.
Look, there are many options.
They are. I'm just lucky that I don't have many range options. Oh well.
Technically be a Nephilim android, just saying.
Oh, a what?
Be a Nephilim is the ASMR like equivalent.
Yeah,
Be an
I'm
android
feeling.
because it's versatile heritage. Pick your ancestry, so
I mean, I guess you could.
yeah.
I
I mean,
what about ASMR?
considering there's like an android goddess,
Yeah, makes
Pretty-
sense, right?
sort of
Yeah,
makes
Brig.
sense.
Oh, I didn't know that there's android goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
AI.
Technically, there are two. There is the god of awakened. There is the god of awakened constructs and invention, right? And then there is the god of artificial intelligence.
Yeah. I think there's like one in the plains as well from Rage of Elements was one
Yeah,
of the
that
Planar Lords, right? Was
there are 3 android adjacent gods, which eventually combine to form Triune and Starfinder.
At which point, though, you've got bigger issues.
true.
Something happened to Glorian, and we're not entirely sure what.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Interesting to play that in second. It's totally done.
Sort of curious what happened. You know, something did.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't like this option.
Well, thankfully you're a spontaneous caster, so you're not completely bored.
No, no, no.
If you were a prepared caster, then it might be a bit worse. But yeah.
Thankfully, my main focus is never the DPS, so you know. I have auto tricks. Or attempts of tricks. I guess I should focus most of my spell on healing. But I do find the lack of ranged weapon to be a bit annoying. But also, I couldn't carry a ranged weapon. I have strength penalty.
Yeah.
I need to level up to fix on that. Why the hell do I keep yawning when I have just like drank an energy drink? God damn it.
You just drank one?
Is to get into your blood first.
Like an hour ago,
Yeah, that should kick in,
hour
I
and a
guess.
half ago.
Maybe your metabolism is slow.
No, it's not.
If you drink energy drinks frequently, sometimes they just don't kick in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your body needs to process it, and if your body just decides not to process it the way that gives you the energy, then it'll just store that energy as fat instead.
So what you're saying, I should stop drinking so much energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And that's from a qualified nutritionist.
I mean, that would be the sensible thing to do, but here we are.
Here we are, as I sip my tea that has caffeine in it.
Late into the evening. Yes.
I mean, I could make coffee, but I don't really want to. I don't have any good coffee.
What a lovely cave.
I decided to opt against all the cave sound effects, including the dripping water noise.
Uh-huh.
But you can imagine them.
I can.
I can. But yes.
I have my own music running, so it's fine.
Same. I have fittingly ominous music for running.
Best vampire music 2024.
No. Cosmic horror.
Oh yes.
It's
of
more of a theme. that I'm going by.
Lo-fi vampire beats and chill.
I don't like lo-fi or hi-fi. Really.
Fi. It's just fi.
I don't like any fidelity in any of my music at
Oh,
all.
okay, sure.
Just like
I
white noise.
exclusively listen to trash metal.
No.
Static is my favorite.
Just white noise.
Yeah. Ah,
Relaxing.
can be.
Need one of those old tube TVs you can actually get static on.
Oh wow, yeah.
Cosmic radiation made manifest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behold the universe.
Yeah, as you all enter into the cave, the water dripping around you. You are free to move in a moment. Just double checking, it will be Vickers leading the way, huh?
Yep.
And it's still too low ceiling here for me to ride, yes?
Yeah, it would be uncomfortable to ride in here.
Alright, fair enough. Walking it is.
You may slowly move on. Because yeah, see how you'll have to stick walls and ceilings.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think it's fair to say that I'm terrified of this place.
That's a question. If
Why
you
would you
were
be
to
terrified?
stand on the water, would you still be able to fit with the ceiling, or would you have to squeeze?
I'll be depending on how tall you are at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of
There's a handy dandy guide of how tall everybody is.
Oh yeah, we have a schematic somewhere.
Yeah, we do. It's in the channel somewhere.
I have it also in my notes.
Handy dandy guide.
There is just towering over everyone.
I mean, to be honest,
Nah.
Ceres is in a particularly bad spot in here because how tall is Ceres?
7 feet or something.
Fucking tall. In heels. I don't think she's in heels right now.
Yeah.
It's like 6.5 feet.
But
Second-
you're not on battle heels? How dare
Yeah,
you?
6.5 feet. Yeah, let me just put it this way. Amnes is already like slightly hunched forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ceres, you're like having to like crouch a little as you're walking through the water here.
Oh, Sarah's just grumbling the whole
Because
time.
the ceiling here is like 5, maybe like Isaac height. Like Isaac's probably like scraping his head against the ceiling.
It's like being in the mines of the dwarf.
Also, you will appreciate a good cave if you're caught outside in the storm or in the freezing snow or anything like that. Caves are lifesavers.
He looks down at the
All the way
ice
from home.
cold water like sloshing over them. Frowns.
Sarah's like looks at her shoes that are now ruined because of the mud water. the
These were
stagnant
real
mud water.
crocodile leather.
I mean, interestingly, not much mud. It's very it's shimmeringly clean in many places.
Shimmeringly clean. My gosh. Okay.
Sparkling.
Sus.
To Isaac's mind, it's too clean.
Oh.
It's too
Clean. It's usually it's much worse. Actually, why is it?
Usually it's much worse. You're selling me this. Selling me this experience, Isaac.
I mean, you know, if you dislike dirt, which is entirely irrational in my opinion, then yes, usually it's much worse. Why is it so clean though? That's a nat 20.
I don't dislike dirt. I just dislike it on me.
I think there is no way this is naturally this clean. It's like something's come through and like cleaned all the algae and cleaned all of the kind of sediment off. But you can't think of anything naturally occurring down there that would be able to do it this well.
Not gonna be some sort of animal eating the algae. Looks like someone scrubbed the cave, which is bizarre.
And ooze.
As it looks over to Isaac, and just shakes his head. He's gone mad. Like scrubbing a cave. What is this? This is
He's crazy.
completely crazy. Everyone's freaking out over this water. It's just silly. It's just water. Amanas will bravely step forward.
Okay. You step on forward. Cave. The water is very cold, but it's fine.
Oh, keep stepping. Hmm. Looks to his right.
Look over to your right. There's movement in the water, and
Oh.
you can kind of see.
Ew.
Oh.
Little swarms of cave eels swimming around in circles.
Hi!
Oh, I love eels and hate.
I want to know, by the way, that is official Paizo art.
Oh yeah.
That's not what an
Well,
eel
that's what
looks
they look
like.
like.
No, it's not
They
what they.
do look like that. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a
definitely.
moray. That's not an eel.
I've seen Galarian Geographic. What do you mean?
How?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
Morays
true.
eels, though? Isn't that their name? A more?
No,
Moray.
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 Moray fish? Aren't they fish?
No, they're eels.
They're eels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big eels.
They're pretty cool. Yeah.
You know what I call those? Dinner.
Yeah. Sushi.
No,
Yeah.
don't
They're
eat
currently,
them raw,
they're currently mostly
How about
ignoring you as they're kind of just swimming around down there.
Let's not disturb the weird smiling eels too much.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That comes from the official Paizo bestiary book I purchased.
Youch.
Wonderful.
Youch, Paisa.
Trying to keep pace with you so you don't walk in something.
Yeah, I think Ceres would be like right behind Isaac.
Sure, I'll let you do that.
Thank you.
As
Ceres
Amash, you
afraid of
stepped
going
there.
behind.
Yes.
Instead of it just being like the sound of your boot hitting like stone under the water, there isn't that like it's almost a muffled like very muffled noise. There's just more a slight bubbling squelch.
All right.
Oh.
Maybe I stepped on an eel.
As suddenly, something strikes you from below.
Oh no.
This
Oh.
will be. This is going to go ahead and be a technically footed or off guard, John Pizer. That appears to be a hit.
That's hidden for us, but I don't know if you meant that to be.
No, shouldn't be hidden.
Ah.
Is that better?
Nitrate ooze. What?
I guess I didn't notice it before we got stepped on.
You didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Not official art, but
I was gonna say, this generally don't normally have eyes.
ignore the ice for our purposes. It works,
Yes,
so.
he found them down here. Don't. No.
I put them up.
Yes, he just
They're floating.
as you step down and this strike. Can Amras please also roll for me? We'll post this in chat.
I cannot see the full picture, but it looks like it's down, looking very funnily down.
Yeah, he looks pretty funny.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to make a save, and that's only on a critical hit. Okay, that's...
Alright.
Yeah, you do get struck, though, and, so you're now covered in this, like, strange, viscous goop. We will need initiative, though.
Alright. As we start, I will scream threateningly at this ooze. That is my destiny when we roll for initiative. I get a free intimidate check.
Isaac's been investigating, so can I use nature for my initiative?
You also have
I will
plus.
allow that.
You also have +1 on your initiatives because I scouted.
Oh,
Oh. 31
guess
then.
I didn't add it.
40. Can I scare the ooze?
I suppose it only really matters if we
Laurel?
high with something.
The ooze does not seem to care.
Wow.
It may not be intelligent enough to know what you're doing.
That is rude. Very well.
Though your screaming has woken up its friend.
Yay. Oh, God.
Aminoth, I need your initiative.
I roll it. I thought.
Oh, you rolled it as just a perception check, not as a set initiative. Yeah, that's fine. I can set that. What did you roll?
Clicked the wrong button, I guess.
Authority.
33. There we go. Yeah, Amnos does feel like this kind of very sticky goo on him, though. Like, it's kind of won't get off now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you kind of rip yourself away from the pseudo.
I think if Isaac goes first, I think if he was investigating, you get like a free recall knowledge on these things.
Do I?
I think so. Or maybe I'm house ruling that at around my table. I haven't.
I'm willing to accept that. I'm not sure, but yeah.
It seems like a full hospital. Sure, let me get some recall knowledge. What is it? Nature?
Well, this would be occultism.
Occultism. Well, I'm not trained, but I can improvise. I don't know.
You have never seen these things in your life. You deny or knowledge of these things. I believe Cyrus was also doing investigate according to the notes. Yes.
I was.
Would you like to make a free
Indeed.
recall knowledge?
Yeah, occultism, you say?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, this clearly, first thing, these are clearly oozes. There's no question about that by any means.
Yeah.
But interesting. These aren't the normal kinds of oozes you see around. It appears that these might have once been grey oozes, but they have absorbed significant amounts of silver nitrate. Among other things.
Very curious.
Silver nitrate, as in the stuff they make mirrors out of? Like
What's that?
I'm trying to remember what silver nitrate was.
Don't eat it.
Well, one of the things that comes to your fundamental understanding, silver nitrate is highly explosive.
I see.
And also makes an excellent conductor. Well, the silver part does. You also get the sense that means anything that they hit will suddenly become superconductive and will take more electricity damage.
Oh, right, because his heels are.
These things would also make excellent bottom feeders, likely going around and perfectly cleansing the cave of any nutrients they can. A balanced ecosystem.
Well, if only this cave were a bit bigger, because I'm in a bit of a pickle.
Octopus form.
It's too large.
Slap him.
Mini octopus form.
Take a form of an eel. Disguise among your enemies.
Ah, yes, pest form into an eel.
Shark.
Just.
Ooze certainly works. Surely.
Tiger shark might work. Smaller ones.
A small shark.
Yes. Only medium size.
Yeah, adorable.
No, we are in fact going to cast a wall of stone. And I'm going to shape it, which is going to be very awkward. But I basically want to cut off those eels.
Aha.
Basically, where are the not measurement?
Shape the wall's path, each 5 feet being a border between squares. You don't
Yep.
need to stand vertically.
I don't see my template drawing tools.
You
What?
should have them.
I have no template drawing tools.
Odd.
I only have token, measurement, drawing, journal, and sequence layer.
So that everyone has access to them.
Drawing tools.
Let me reload my file real quick. That is weird.
They're in the measurement controls, right?
No, that's just measurement.
No,
No,
there's,
but the templates are in there.
There are templates
For
in
all.
there, yeah.
I think you might be
I
using
guess I'm
UTM
just-
sides. Yeah.
I think I am, yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Gray template. None of these templates are good though. I'm just gonna draw.
A lot. Given there's also a border between squares, just a line might be more appropriate anyway.
Yeah, like I basically want to do it like roughly like so, and then like down here, if I can. Like this, basically, just blocking off that southern bit. Let's see, that's 10, 15. Yeah, I have plenty of range to do that. The like cave wall expands and extra stone rises from the waters.
Very nice.
And that will be Isaac's only action because it costs 3.
Right. Well, Amanas has fought Oozes before. He knows they don't like blunt weapons usually, so he will transform Solsir into the Maul of Terror using the rune that is engraved upon it. Is an action, I believe.
What was that you were to do?
I'm transforming Solsir into the Maul of Terror.
Yes.
Shifting rune, right?
I guess I have a shifting rune on it. Yep.
Yep. Okay, you turn it into the Maul of Terror.
Yep. And then gonna use an attack on the one I'm standing on, I guess. Blob indeed. So let's give you the business, sir. That's a Storm of Terror. I want the Maul of Terror. Yes.
Well, I don't know if this can be flat-footed, but it could be since gang up. So technically you are adjacent to it. I am.
Yeah. Usually easy to hit. Am I looking the wrong place again for my actions? Yes, I probably am.
Where are you
Yes. Here. Yes. Strike the ooze. Critical ooze. Can it be crit?
Oozes are immune to critical damage.
Yep.
but not critical effects. So you have it. Right,
Yeah, for I do have weapon training. I think.
The results here itself says if you crit, you get frightened 1. If they can be, but I don't think.
It does not apply in this case either.
Problem when we haven't played that many battles here. I am unsure if I have. Let's see, weapon expertise.
So you would have given that you've picked the weapon bond. No, you don't have weapon bond, do you?
Yes, I do.
No.
I do.
Okay, if you have weapon bond, you have critical expertise with that weapon. So
Yes. Alright. So the crit effect of a maul. Let's see.
I think it knocks them prone.
Yeah, I don't, probably what it does. Crit effect weapons. 8. Hate Archive Nethys so much. Bow, it is a, what is it, a club? Is it a club? Flail, hammer? Probably a hammer.
It's a mole, right?
Yeah, but that's not
Right.
on the list here.
Fall is in the hammer group. The effect of hammer group is it falls prone if it fails a save.
Yes.
Fortitude save against your class DC.
Yep.
And oozes fall prone.
And ooze
Find out.
prone.
I
guess
think
they,
they
They
can.
clap, right?
I remember being really confused about that.
The DC is 29.
It's not bad. I already failed, so. Oh my god. I guess he like flops on top of you.
Just oozes out on the ground.
I mean, I like to think in this case he just kind of like splatters the ooze against the wall slightly.
Yeah.
28 damage.
Oh, this might be interesting. Let's see what happens.
It is electricity in there, yep.
This
They
will
all
tell
die.
me if I should lightning bolt or not.
Yeah.
Seem to take any more particular damage from the lightning?
It does. It does seem to spark quite a bit as Zol's lightning goes through it.
Hey, success.
Hmm.
All right.
Know what this means?
Second strike then. For another 30. And I'm done.
I guess I will move if the game is not paused.
There you go.
Using this wall. This is a double movement to get a better position. What happens? Oh, this happens. I don't really have one action things.
I mean, if nothing else, you're a bard.
Yeah, sure. Corrects anthem. There.
It's always good.
So it's only last for 1 round because I cannot make the effect go further. But
Still, I mean, it's an action every round. There's nothing else to do.
yeah, so pretty much it's everyone.
Status bonuses are not that easy.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Then I can put it on myself. The ooze is in the way.
Press Z on top of the ooze. The Z key will cycle through different
Right, layers.
models.
Okay.
Let's escape the ooze lair.
The ooze is going to fire out a pseudopod. The first pseudopod will be at Aminus.
Yep. Hit.
It's prone. Does it not have a minus on attacks? As well?
That is including the prone.
Oh, okay.
My AC is lower. I don't remember why, but maybe it's the water.
Shouldn't-
Because you're off guard. I don't think you are anymore, though.
I shouldn't be off guard, should I?
You were off guard for the start of the fight, that was it.
Yeah, so that
which
would
would make it a miss.
Aha, I missed them.
The second pseudopod is going to fly out towards Vicus.
I'll nimble dodges the reaction. I will nimble roll as part of that. Because he. Wait, can I do it if he misses? Let me double check. Where's the roll? Yeah, the attack fails. Okay, I'll stride up to 10 feet. I will. And because I have mobility, it doesn't provoke either. So I'll go over here.
So you are in difficult terrain everywhere. So
Yeah, so I guess 5.
the ooze will then try to regurgitate itself back into no longer being knocked over.
Orga Glorga.
Technically standing up from prone.
Do you have an attack opportunity?
I do have attack opportunity.
Good time to use it, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I'll smack the ooze on the way up. Down, foul beast. 21 damage.
Cirrus.
It is I. So, line attack include everyone in said line, don't they?
Yes.
So, I can't use a lightning bolt.
I mean, you could use a lightning bolt.
I could, but I probably shouldn't. So, you know, it's just not a good position to be in right now. So I'm just gonna go.
What's a team without a little friendly fire?
I think it would be a lot of friendly fire, unfortunately.
I question whether standing in like knee-deep water while casting lightning bolts at said water might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
also a
that
fair point to bring up.
doesn't feel good, does it?
Water
I'll just go
a very
with this.
conductive silver as well.
I'll just go with a simple frostbite.
Where is Ceres?
Right beside.
Right, yeah, right
Okay,
beside
I-
Lucas. Oh,
Oh,
apparently.
whoa.
We were on the same
Okay.
track.
How were we together? I don't know. When did that happen? Either way, fortitude save. For the ooze. Makes it. But, you know, there's still damage.
Whoops, it's only taken half. There you
You
go.
might want to target reflex if it's an ooze.
Well, I do have reflex, but I feel like A, lightning bolt would hit you. B, fireball, and he said that they're explosive.
Didn't we buy you a shadow signet, or am I going insane?
You're thinking
There is no
of...
shadow signet.
I'm thinking something else.
I thought you had
think
electric
so.
arc or something as a cantrip.
No,
Not prepared, at least.
not prepared. I technically do more damage with frostbite because
Oh god, they're looking for some.
yeah.
Great word talking about.
Hey, the swarm of eels swims up to Amanus. And then it's going to try and, well, wrap itself around Amanus.
Yeah, that's a hit. Tap.
In addition, as you were zapped, please make me a fortitude save. DC 26.
Eesh. Rolling well today.
You were stunned 2.
Hero point that. Better.
You'd be stunned 1 except Juggernaut makes that critical success, you're stunned 0.
Correct.
And then, oh.
Well,
A crit? Oh, not 20.
That's a nat 20.
And another fortitude.
Rolling low still, but hanging in.
Just barely high enough that you're getting zapped twice. But Amanus is fine.
Uh,
All of you hear a lot of like water like moving. It seems all the eels are agitated right now.
wasn't slashing these things bad? I don't remember.
the news,
Guess I could-
probably.
But I don't have.
It depends on the ooze. There's a lot of things you assume, and then the ooze does the exact opposite. Like Pathfinder can be sneaky.
I'm gonna attempt to recall knowledge with occultism.
You may, if you want to spend an action.
Yeah. Can I slash these without a problem? Is what I want to.
Well, normal grey oozes would be quite resistant to slashing, you would know.
Yeah.
In these ones' cases, you think they're probably still also resistant, and you also think it's actually probably a general bad idea to use slashing or piercing.
Great. That's all I got. I guess I can punch it, but
Have a sap.
it's also it's also mindless, so I can't probably use any of my mind powers.
It truly is Vicus's biggest weakness when ooze.
I feel like I'm running into a lot of these. Well, I was gonna buy light hammer, but I ended up not going for the bandolier, so I can't use that. But I guess I'll punch it. Actually no. There's better things I can do. I'm going to cast haste on Eminus. So you can get that, Eminus.
Hmm.
Because I can't do shit here, so you can get that.
Good.
The particle effects begin. Anything else from Vicus?
That's my full turn. Yeah.
Yes, it is. You hear a lot more. You hear a lot more angry splash. Hello. As in this case, the ooze is actually going to go ahead and spew a part of itself outwards towards. It's not a large area. I think it's large enough. Can everyone in that AoE please make a reflex saving throw?
I will use my reaction to use my nimble roll. I can do that on a reaction. Reflex save, I should say. Roll.
The DC is 28.
Okay.
That doesn't bode well for me. Oh, it does.
Never
Screw
mind.
you, ooze.
Roll
So-
my 5
so-
feet.
So success, crit success,
Somehow,
and
Ceres
success.
crouched in a cave.
Wait a minute. There should be a crit, right?
Yours is a crit.
But it doesn't say that.
But no,
Should be.
it doesn't say that you weren't rolling against something, firstly.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, fair enough.
It doesn't know it's a crit or not.
True. Forgot.
But yes, two of you somehow miraculously avoid any damage. The other two of you will take half of the.
Alright, bludgeoning acid.
Soundtrack ended and went over to Mr. Suicide Sheep's Synthwave Cyberpunk mixtape. Not appropriate.
Yeah, you all and both Ceres and Isaac are covered in viscous goop.
What?
Sorry, not Ceres. CL and Isaac.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought I dodged the goop.
Ceres and Vicus somehow dodged everything.
Yep.
I can only imagine in Ceres' case just by hiding behind Isaac.
By pure horror.
It splashed in a perfect silhouette around you. Splish, splash. Hear a lot of splishing and splashing. Isaac?
Isaac does like caves, but they do tend to be pretty tight. He will use form control to downgrade his wild shape and turn into a frog.
What?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
You heard me.
Understood.
A large frog.
What level of spell were you casting for this purpose?
This will be a 4th. Which means it would be a large frog and not a huge frog, which wouldn't fit.
Interesting.
But I don't know if I can actually use the inbuilt stuff for that. I don't know how to do
1 second, I can do that for you though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it will just make you into the really big one. But I can set that up for you. I'm going to borrow an NPC to do this.
Sure.
Mind the orc suddenly showing. Because you're using 4th level animal form, right?
Yes.
Faye,
So
would
the
you,
issue
would, you,
with-
Faye, would you kindly cast animal form at 4th level for us?
The issue with polymorph in Pathfinder is that if there's not enough space, it just does not work. And I cannot get out of this side space.
There we go. We should be able to now drag the effect from that, and that will count as a 4th level one.
Alright, let's be a frog.
Faye, for your services. If I'll update the picture, I don't know.
It doesn't look like it. Yeah, there we go. Look at this beautiful boy. All right.
Wow.
And then that ooze will get a fistful of tongue. That sounds weird.
So you're going to lick the ooze.
Wow.
Yes.
What is the flavor of
Don't
ooze?
promise that it was a good time.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't because that was 3 actions.
You should have to pay for that usually.
Yeah. Normally they charge extra.
Yeah,
Potentially
yeah,
don't
for
reaction
the, for the tongue. For the reach tongue, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's how mimics get all of their money.
Oh yeah.
Amonis?
Aha. Well, we've had
Wait, no. Where's Theos gone? She's missing from the initiative now. Oh no, there he is. It's fine.
I'm under Armanis.
Right.
I
Yes.
should be under Armanis.
All these innuendos. All right. First up, I'm gonna lay on hands myself with a action.
Thankfully, since the oozes are so dumb not to have minds, they're also too dumb to have attack opportunity.
That's right. Still uses. All right. Healed up a little bit.
They can't see an
Now
opportunity.
it is time to take the pain train to the zoos. Thusly. 41 damage to the ooze. Good.
The ooze is having trouble keeping itself congealed.
26 damage to said ooze. Excellent.
Great.
Whoa,
I was just trying to click on something and
I see.
deal damage to myself.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. And then the mole's gonna go for the eel in front of me. I don't know how tricky eels are to hit, but I have tried to grab an eel in real life once and it was very slippy. That's a nat 1, so it doesn't matter.
Incredibly tricky to hit.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them. They're small and tiny and very slippy, so there we go. Yeah, I'm done.
Miss Vampire?
Do you need more healing, Armanis?
I am down 50 hit points, so there's no emergency at the moment.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ceres panics at 50 being more than half her health.
It's not even a
If you don't
third of
need it,
mine.
No, I can
Being a
cast your
wizard in
healing or cast
Pathfinder.
a AoE spell that I think might work.
Oh, I AoE them.
Cool.
Being a full caster in Pathfinder is just being terrified of any amount of damage.
Let me see which one is better.
I do appreciate it though.
What, the terror?
Yes.
Okay, that's not better.
That's
I'm
how
gonna
you-
cast Sanguine Mist.
Also, I'm saying
In
that how
here.
I'm saying that how as someone whose next character on my roster is definitely going to end up being a full caster.
The Sanguine Mist.
Well, I will tell you, the ooze is not immune to being vampirized. So
Suck the
Yeah.
How do you
ooze.
train? Suck the ooze?
Yeah.
Man, definitely paying extra today.
Stop these crime.
That's gonna roll 1 damage. 19 void damage. So they are concealed in the mist because that's, mist type of thing.
Do you conjure a bloody mist, or do you pull the blood out of them to form a mist?
I
Oh.
conjure a
Ah.
bloody mist.
That's weirdly not as cool.
Well, I'm not as cool as you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Just...
there's some.
But
like
it
the
is
idea.
it is a conjuration because I don't think there's much of blood in oozes.
Those
The eels
eels,
do.
I suppose that's true.
eels are plump with blood.
Oh, they are.
The plump.
But I have another spell that takes the blood out. But this is a conjuration.
Don't worry, I have another spell to take blood. Don't worry.
I just want to point out, Sarah, so you have a perfect line currently.
The Royal
I
Hematologist.
mean, I do have a line, but there's 2 allies in the way of said line. And I feel like they would both be against lightning bolt.
It's a very good deduction.
I mean, if you moved forward, there would only be one ally who would also still be very upset about the lightning bolt.
Yes, yes.
Amnas is not afraid. He knows that
I-
his
I-
good friend and trusted advisor Seal would, and Orceris would never betray him in any way.
I was about to joke that you can't say that, Sheep, because clearly you can just go ribbit right now. But you do have the ability to speak in world shape now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
He does. Yeah.
He bought a magic he bought a magic item as one of the transfer things over that allows him to now speak in world shape.
I demand a frog voice.
So here's a question for you
Go
then,
ribbit.
King
Got it.
Amanas.
Huh?
How do you feel about being large?
I don't think you have space for it.
No?
No, because
So
there's-
there is not enough tiles for him to become large currently.
No, because it would crush Vicus probably, and that would be bad.
Interesting.
And also, as we already noted, polymorph spells automatically fail at the slightest touch.
Yeah, if you
Well,
hit
it
something.
doesn't say that in the tag, but yeah, I see it in the polymorph tag. Okay. I'm quite restricted in what I can do in this situation.
I'm glad that's the general consensus apparently for everyone but Amanus.
Yeah,
it's a
great.
problem, you know. I mean, maybe does Amanas have haste? Maybe.
I do
Or
have.
haste.
I do.
You do have
I do have haste. Yeah.
You know what's?
If you have slow, you can slow the
I do
ooze, I
have
guess.
slow. I
Well,
can slow the ooze.
Although it is a fortitude save, but you know, as long as it doesn't crit succeed.
Yeah, you know, let's do that. Let's do the ooze slow.
Yeah.
On the nose.
Oh,
Well, it's
Still
still
around.
slow for a round. Yeah.
no.
Good thing about slow is that it is not an incapacitation effect. You can slow a greater dragon.
Dang.
The ooze is going to swim past the eel's going to swim past Amanus.
How dare it?
Attack opportunity with my long tongue.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's a miss.
Oh,
If Frog Isaac doesn't sound like a Murloc, I would be upset.
it has to.
He has to, right?
Sounds like something.
I wish I could make a Murloc voice.
There we go.
I wish you could as well, Sheep. Don't worry.
Alright.
As it swims to here, is Amanus doing anything?
No, but he's raising his maul threateningly, looking at the eels.
The eels will activate their voltaic swarm.
The what now?
They're what?
The eels, all of the electric cave eels here, in their entire swarm self, begin to discharge simultaneously into the water around them.
Oh, they're.
Well,
Oh,
that doesn't sound good.
I didn't realize one of these was a swarm of them. I thought it was just one picture was.
It's a small swarm of electric eels.
Okay. I would have been a bit more
Excellent.
concerned, I guess.
Well, now the picture makes more sense.
Now,
yeah, it does.
all creatures who are adjacent to the cave eel must immediately make me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, my favorite.
Has Ceres mentioned how much she appreciates Isaac?
I'm also bad at this today.
Surely.
Well, Vicus, you
Yes.
critically succeed. Isaac, you'll be taking half damage.
No, he won't. Hold
No?
right there, criminal scum.
The eel.
Yeah, I'm gonna find my button here. Where's my button?
know where your button is.
My retributive strike, because the eels
Oh.
have now
Your
damaged
actions
an
page,
ally.
scroll down.
Actions page, scroll down. Ah, yes. Yeah, so Isaac will get the power of the champion's resistance, and I will smack the eel.
Go with smacking.
Yes. It is flanked. But I think that does that automatically these days.
It
Well,
does, yeah.
it is, yeah. It's tougher than always. 'cause-
Kablamo!
Not sure if you can flank a swarm. Guess you can.
Yeah. And that's because these ones aren't immune to it. I don't know if normal ones are. These ones specifically aren't.
39 damage to the eel swarm.
Rude.
Yeah.
Now everyone taking electricity damage.
Yes.
Except
Tell us how much.
Yes. 1 second.
No.
take
You
a
take the
lot
secret
of
amount of damage. You won't know how much until later.
It's like a delayed effect. You just walk out of the cave and suddenly you take like 1 billion damage.
Or you take some extra damage
oh.
and you forget that it's secret damage and
Oh,
you
it's a
were
mind
actually
altering.
really close.
I mean, I
Yeah.
have seen illusionary damage in that sense that you don't know how much before.
Yeah, and so you think you're doing all right. You're like half health, but get surprised. Oh no.
I'm not entirely sure how Vickers doesn't take electricity damage standing next to the eels.
I just jump up off the water like as it discharges.
He's got serious hang time.
Yeah,
Pulls up his
I,
leg
I,
real
u-
high
I
and
use
stuff.
I use the wall to do a bit of a parkour stuff. A 5-foot square is pretty large area, so
It is.
Admittedly, 5 foot square, but like a foot of it's full of water as well.
yeah, but 4 foot is still enough. All right.
Dark.
What's that?
Do you have the effect that the effects go automatically off or not?
It's not doing that. Doing that.
Okay, I think then the Cura anthem should have been gone.
I'll clear that.
Okay,
for you.
it is only on one round.
Alright. That's fine. It's me. Hello, eel. Let's stick you with a knife. Let's see this. It is flat-footed. Gang up.
It should do that automatically as well these days.
Yeah. Strike it. Oh, got to target. Try again. Wow. Okay, try again. Aha.
They're so wriggly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Take swarm time.
Go.
Amnas, Vickers.
I'll dodge.
I assume that it doesn't hurt the other eel.
It does not. But yeah, fortitude save for the both of you.
Oh, never mind.
Yep. This time, Vickers, you're taking 4 damage. Amnas, you're taking nothing. No one's critical failed against them, so you've all been fine in that sense.
That's something.
It looks like it wants to approach, but then like almost like holds back a little bit. And it's just gonna spew more of itself in your direction. Like that. Reflex,
Very
please.
rude.
Wow.
Can it see? I guess it can't see.
At least it's not a crit. Failing.
What we're looking for these
Then-
days, not a crit.
Not
Mhm.
a crit. Although, didn't you say 28 was the DC?
Ciel takes no damage. The other two of you take half.
Oh.
Right. Could have been worse.
As it will then spend its last action, send a pseudopod at Amonis.
DC 5 black.
Wait, isn't that the one that was slow?
Oh yeah, true. It's slowed, in which case it can't do it till it's done.
Yeah.
It's spent 2 actions to spew and
That's
doesn't have
right.
anything left.
The power of slow.
Power of
Oh, poor
slow
Cavials,
down.
you're all locked in a box right now.
Oh, thank goodness.
Trying to find a way out, but
Angry eels get put in the box. That's just life.
because I'm just saying there should be at least 3 more swarms of eels out here right now.
Yeah, certainly
know.
deadly.
All right, we're gonna viciously bite the eels in front of Frogazak here.
I mean, at least it sounds like dinner.
Frogazak.
I hear
Uh,
pies.
That is a hit for. This damage is so sad.
Well, it doesn't have any teeth, really. It's a frog, right?
It's true. Although the runes on my thingy do help a lot. The issue is also that it's a lower rank, so the damage really suffers.
Right.
Still 22.
Very low roll with so many dice. Unfortunate. Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 2. Yeah. What was the minimum damage?
But you still bite into the eels, getting a mouthful of them.
Yum.
Yes.
They're a little tingly going down.
These are delicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
And with the last action, can eels be tripped?
I don't know if
Feels a bit
swimming
weird.
creatures can be tripped. I don't know.
I don't believe swimming creatures can be tripped. So that's the
No.
issue here.
I mean, I guess I don't think I can grapple as a frog. So I'm just gonna go for the fishing for a 20. No.
You tried.
All right. Amonis.
His eye. Alright.
Oh, also a recovery check. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, take your free electric damage and you've recovered.
Alright. This is getting more dangerous than I hoped. First of all, do some lay on hands on myself. Not on the eel, but you know. Get that on myself.
They are the
Then,
holiest of eels.
now, I'm pretty sure the eels can be frightened, even if the ooze can't. So Amonas is gonna menacingly glare at the eel between him and Isaac here.
Sure.
Would you say I am physically menacing the eel?
You did previously hit it last turn, so I would say yes.
Yes, good. You.
The
40.
swarm of eels is quite frightened. That's a critical success.
Right. On a critical success, frightened 2, and I believe it has to run away, but I will double check if I have that. Yes, I have terrified retreat. When the critical succeed on the demoralized action, if the target's level is lower than yours, the target is fleeing for 1 round.
Very well.
Excellent. But now perhaps we can take care of this problem. So I will strike it. There's a crit.
The eels might not have a chance to.
Oh, there's a low damage on a crit. Boo.
Oh, don't forget your shock.
They seem to enjoy the electricity sparking through them. Don't heal them, but just don't mind.
Heal the eel. I guess I'll strike again. Might as well.
And yeah, the shock effect, don't forget that.
Well, it's of your choice. I'm assuming you can just decide not to. I don't know.
I mean, 10 feet, there's nothing else that is vulnerable to it. The other eel would just be healed by it or don't care, I think.
If the other ooze was close, if the other ooze was closer, then you'd have a good target.
Yeah, but it says up to 2, so you don't have to.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll strike again. Not 20. Go away.
The swarm of eels is dispersed.
There we go. Okay, that is me.
It's your haste action as well, right?
Let me see. That was my haste action. So I healed myself, I feared, and then 2 attacks.
Yep.
Great.
And roll a recovery check versus electricity.
Going to first shoot Emanas. The spell.
Yeah.
And for my last action, I will sustain the mist. So can I get a fortitude save from everything that is in the mist? Yeah, that is a save. So nothing happens. They don't like have to right?
And did they say it's a basic save? Or?
No, I would take the. I would get a temporary response if they failed. But yeah, no, nothing. Okay. Because of the shoot effect, Emanas.
Yeah, I took the healing.
The effect also.
Get a bonus to saves against mental effects.
Oh. Ah.
In case the eels try to intimidate you.
Yeah.
Ceres,
Oh,
your line attack has been broken.
I mean, the eels like electricity, so it's kind of pointless anyway. And well, I could cone of cold it. That seems too dangerous to get
It's
in
arguably
there.
excessive.
Not too much gain, yeah.
You can always throw your staff at something. That's always worked.
You know what? I could. You know, why not? Let's have a bit of fun with it. Might as well, right? We're gonna go with the eels. Launch the staff at the eels. By 1. Crazy.
Unfortunately, the staff has missed.
Well, that was only 1 action. You know, we'll go old school with my second and third actions for a frostbite on the eels. Critical.
The eels aren't very fortuitous.
Suck it, cave eel. You see, I just needed to throw my staff at them to get them.
Yeah, the eels have a whole lot of dodge, not a whole lot of survive.
Yeah. Oh, that's my turn.
Because
yeah, hold on. Nimble dodge. It's attacking me.
No.
Where did it save?
No. Your turn.
That's me. Oh, because that one died. Okay. I thought that was. Who's next? Sure. I will go for the eel. It is off guard. Hey.
You stab at the eel.
It is still off guard.
Would you like to debilitating strike it?
Yes, I would like to evil it. And then I will go again. No. I think my last one I'll just try and move. 30. What is that stuff still there? The like ooze stuff on the ground? Left stuff? Templates?
Yeah, that's not there anymore. No.
Okay, then I'm gonna move 50 to go here. Then save. How do I roll a recovery check?
You just automatically when you end your turn, it will automatically do it. Well, give you the pop up for it.
Gotcha. Turn.
Because you take the damage and then you roll save. You can't discharge again. It was quite upset that something stabbed them, though.
Oh, he's moving, is he? He's gonna get bit.
You can both attack the swarm if you want.
Smack him this time, Jones.
26. That's pretty good.
As you eat a whole bunch more eels.
Jonas?
Huh?
The eels swam away from you.
Eels moved away from you.
Oh, sorry. I can, if I can take an attack, I certainly will.
It's your right. You have attack opportunity, I believe. So
Critical
those are
eel.
dead eels, I'm pretty sure.
Well, there you go. Eel takes no damage. Excuse me?
There we go.
As the remaster, eels take no damage.
Yeah. They have a reaction to just
Yes. Just
Just
ignore it.
live.
Yeah.
Just reaction once per turn, negate a hit.
It's a pretty good reaction.
It is a pretty good reaction if something has that. I have to make notes for that later.
the invincible.
As Amnes finds himself surrounded by ooze.
Oh, good.
As it's going to go ahead and try to suck in Amnes and Isaac. Attempting to engulf.
Oh no.
Please, can you both make me a reflex save?
Aha,
I can try. 27.
that was a good roll.
Amnes, you managed to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a 19.
Only I were larger, I couldn't be engulfed.
It's true. If you were any bigger than you were, it couldn't engulf you. As Isaac is now being covered in. It's now going to just try and dissolve you.
No. Frog sack.
As it will go ahead and do its constriction effect on you here. Oh, you also take the base damage from it as well. So a few fun things. Okay. But you're grappled and I think it already applied. Gravid Aura Strange. Yeah. So you take its base damage first, which is nothing too special, but
Alright.
and it's then going to try and constrict around you, squeezing you, which is a Fortitude save throw. You take half of this.
Had worse.
Also, you'll have difficulty using spells with verbal component.
I mean, that's already the case. I'm a frog.
Frogs have no lips, they can't form words.
I mean, KV, I'm just going to remove you from initiative. Like, you're still trapped behind a stone wall right now.
And will be forever.
That's where you live now.
Yeah. We'll come
The
back.
naughty eels go into the timeout box.
Come back in 5 years.
I don't know if it's a bad idea to try to bite an ooze, but we're gonna find out.
I mean, you're currently
Yeah,
grappled by the
quick-
ooze. So.
Quick
What damage
question:
does it do?
Is the ooze completely covering all his squares?
It's
Like, am I
sharing,
adjacent
all,
to it?
it's sharing all his squares.
Then it's off guard because of gang up
Yeah.
to Isaac.
Hey.
I just didn't fully overlap the tokens, so it makes it easier to grab both of them. So.
I mean, it is an ooze, so it's very difficult to miss. Yeah, we're just gonna bite
And in
the
your
ooze.
case, extremely difficult to miss. It's all over you.
Yeah. Great.
Hey, it
Amazing.
worked. Except you can't crit it, but you know.
I can still
Have any-
viciously bite at it for 30.
Have any frog crit specializations?
You bite
No.
into the ooze.
Uh-oh.
As the fire damage strikes the nitrous ooze,
Float.
its heavy nitrite body explodes.
Well,
Well, the ooze will be defeated after this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes, in some regard.
Well, I can't say we weren't warned.
True. I should have probably thought about that.
I'm sure it's fine.
The fact that any fire damage does it is rough.
So I would need. Wait. Where is the center point? Just everyone make a reflex.
Oh, I'm glad I saved a nimble dodge for this, because I'm gonna use it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, I'm
42,
gonna
has to be-
hero that one. Oh god.
the fear I had.
No.
Oh no.
Exploding ooze.
Who didn't roll yet?
Amanas didn't.
Give you a
Jonas?
reflex.
There you go.
Perfect reflex.
Yes.
And that is perfect reflex. Yeah, you take nothing. So how high did you roll on that fire damage?
I rolled 5.
Okay. In which case, you will take. Five. Oh, it's not that bad. 5 is only one additional d6 of damage. I think that was 2d6. Okay. So let's see who succeeded and who failed here.
I believe a 43 is a crit, hopefully. Because it's a success.
So Vicus, no damage. Amanus, no damage. Ceres, half damage. Isaac, full damage. CL, full damage. No one crit failed.
Okay.
Oh. Not too bad.
That could have been worse.
That affect the stone wall?
What's that?
Does that affect the stone wall? The wall
I think it
stone?
does have,
Um,
it does have hardness and hit points, right?
It would, though the stone walls next to him are not in particular danger, thankfully.
Good.
No, I mean the one to the south is just directly adjacent to the natural cave wall. It just had to be there to have a connected shape.
CL, can you also pick me a secondary? What is it to grab a ledge? Is it reflex to grab a ledge?
Reflex, yeah.
Can you make me
Yeah.
a second reflex? CL? You hold onto the wall and do not land in the holy wall.
I've had it fall on me right in front of you anyway. Yeah.
Grasping your horn as a balance.
Yeah. I mean,
The ooze does look pretty worn down from exploding. Anything else from Isaac?
I bite it again.
Yeah.
Because it took double the explosion damage to itself.
oh, nice. Be worth it. As long as not in it.
No, I feel like I don't want the thing to explode around me again. We're just gonna try to. I don't know. Can I shove the ooze away from me?
You can roll an athletics to shove the ooze.
Sure. Let's do athletics here. Not assurance. Yes, strength. This should be at a -10, maybe. It did assurance again, even though I'm not. I don't understand. I'm like deselecting insurance. Or did I select it? What?
It starts defaultly off,
There
so
we
if you're,
go.
if you're ticking the box, you're turning it on.
Okay,
When
that should
it's
be a
off,
-.
it looks like it's on because it has like a color like inside. to it.
Yeah, it is very strange. That should
Yeah.
be at a -10, however. So 25.
And at 25, unfortunately, that is not enough to get the ooze off you.
Oh well. That'll be my turn. Amanus. Probably.
Yeah,
Kill
it's
it.
Amanus.
Alright. It is time to get this thing off. No. Come back.
That's its tile. It's officially in. Is that one? So,
I can't move.
unpause.
I can't move.
You can now.
Here. Target the... I think I have
Careful of the
ooze.
frog underneath the ooze.
I think I have the ooze targeted. We shall see.
It's either that or Isaac. We'll find out which.
Amanus takes aim. Oh.
Don't move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just careful application of my maul on top of this ooze, and Isaac underneath will be perfectly fine. 36 damage. And again. Nat 1. And again. Only way I could miss the ooze was a nat 1. That was a really bad damage roll. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the dice.
Doesn't matter. Kill it.
Ugh.
Amanus, Vickers, each of you will take one last tick of your persistent damage, and then then combat's over.
Okay.
So, 4 electric damage for Amanus. And 5 of Vickers.
Okay. Why did you take 9?
Yeah.
Because he has a superconductive effect from being covered in ooze slime.
Yes. Very conductive, you see.
You are able to, assuming you want to spend some time washing it off, get it off yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Now,
guess I'm using my water skin on it.
I mean, you're also surrounded by water, but in your case, yeah, that's not a choice for Seal.
Yeah, it's not an option for me. But first,
Hey,
matter
come
first
on.
is the.
If you want to spend your water skin, you can wash the ooze off yourself.
It's
Yes,
also
I would.
prestidigitation. You have it.
Prestidigitation.
I don't have the spell.
Sarah's does.
My Vickers. Oh, there.
Yeah, I don't know how I got there, but
Yeah.
Just stuck to the wall.
The oozes have stopped moving and started just like dripping apart into like just blobs of floating floating nitrite.
Hmm.
As for the swarms of eel, they've swam off somewhere. Those that weren't eaten by a frog.
Maybe we should try to find some place to do a little bit of bandaging.
well, I mean the meals are all off. Does it last sheep indefinitely, or
That is a good question.
I think it's permanent.
Wall of Stone. Yeah, it's just there now.
okay? I mean, this is kind of safe-ish.
I mean, sure, I can try to heal all of you and myself.
Yeah, hanging from the wall.
Yes, you know. I'm not acrobat for nothing.
Oh, true.
It's on. Honestly, you won't see this kind of show anywhere. Definitely not even Circus du Soleil. Someone doing upside down surgery.
Yeah.
Oof.
Pretty much I can heal all of you. Let me just let that. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I
nothing
did.
happened.
I think I deleted myself.
CO no longer exists in this universe.
Oh, you deleted yourself. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did a token.
Thought you meant like your whole sheet, and I was like, oh no.
I guess we're gonna try for mastery. Should affect everyone with that.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, the cave is relatively quiet at the moment.
Ah.
So that is 10 minutes healing you all for.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes to heal myself.
I might as well go back to scouting. Keeping a close eye on the sneaky eels. Also,
None of them seem to have found a way out of the box yet.
Also, we'll use an action to turn back Solsir into the Gisarm of Terror.
Okay. For Isaac's mind, also, given your previous exploration action, like, that's a lot of eels down here.
Yeah.
There's no possibility there could be even more eels down here, though, given that you saw that many just like a little clutch there.
Electric eels are very weird.
They are.
I mean,
yeah.
fascinating though. I mean, nature has a unique kind of brutality that shows itself in strange ways, including exploding oozes and lightning eels.
But yeah, the one fear Isaac had is these are rather large eels anyway. Given like this is an enclosed environment you're in, like they probably don't have ocean access. These eels. Eel clutches can be rather large.
Hmm?
If only a couple of females can lay 1,000 eggs.
Oh my. Tell me there's an eel apocalypse in here?
I mean, you already fought a couple of little swarms. Could be more.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go and get some lightning resist potions or something.
Those eels, I mean, there could be some enormous eels in here.
How big? Like...
I mean, you think this cave? I mean, maybe as wide as the cave. Who knows?
Everyone looks at the cave, frowns. That would be a very big eel.
I don't think it's gonna be that large, but it might be. Might be pretty damn large.
And then with the power of the druid, Isaac shall now learn a giant electric eel form.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just for bookkeeping, the second eel you did on yourself, see how that also applies to people if they need it, right?
If you want it, I can apply it up to 4 people.
Yes,
Saracen
please.
and Isaac need some, so I
Well,
just-
Sarah didn't take her first healing, but Isaac can take it.
Oh.
But yes, it can be applied up to 4 people.
Yeah, more inverted surgery then from Seal.
Little ecosystems like this is what make exploration so worthwhile. We wouldn't have come across this if it wasn't for, well, orcs, I suppose, which is
Wonders of nature.
exactly.
Did you say eel ecosystems, Isaac?
That's
I
what
did
I
not.
heard.
I would never.
Well, I suppose we should proceed. Order for eels? No eels.
I see eels.
Can
Maybe if we just walk past them very quietly.
Isaac entreat the eels to let us pass?
Maybe if we feed the eels, we can distract them and walk past.
What does an eel eat?
Everything, presumably.
There's a problem because they might try to eat us.
Yeah, but we're quite tricky to eat. Like, if given the choice between free food and angry food, most things would choose the free food.
Suppose that's true.
Yeah, can Isaac like throw a bunch of rations just in the corner of the cave here somewhere?
How many rations do you have to bribe with?
Well, I don't really need rations. I just have them for situations exactly like this. I have 7 uses.
The swarms are quite ravenous. 7 uses, so it's a week's worth of food then.
Yeah, it's like nice hard tack and then all kinds of nasty stuff. I'm sure if you dissolve it in water, it'll actually be quite nice. I don't
Yep.
know.
It won't sate the eels long, but you could probably distract maybe 2 of the swarms.
I mean, can I, how would I say, up the ante with an additional illusion of rations to distract them?
Illusion
and go back. Yeah,
Oh yes, good idea. I have my own.
there's more food of.
Yes.
You can try to make a cornucopic pile of food. One of you roll me a deception, the other aid.
I will aid, because I don't know what.
I'm not trained in deception, but
Then I am. So you.
but let me think if I can use performance on this because
I mean, it's
first
creates distraction. If you can use the other way, let me know.
can you spend for instance performance to make impression or insensitive to make demoralization? Action performance. You can also use this use an action performed in deception of to impersonate. It's not an impersonate.
They create a
Let's create a
distraction.
diversion. So
Yeah.
although aid is a circumstance bonus, so the aid doesn't count here, anyway, right?
Yeah, you're already getting a second bonus from your figment.
Yeah. So. That's
So
weird.
I have +5 on it.
I have 13. Well, 15 with the bonus, I guess.
Let's go.
Circumstance. 22. You know, this could potentially avoid a fight, so I'm gonna reroll this. So.
The question is, are you smarter than a swarm of eels?
Oh, 33.
So we watch as Isaac chucks the rations over. Where exactly are you chucking them?
Like here?
Really hammer throwing the bag of them over there.
I think it's strong. You can make that throw.
As the illusion of even more food falls out the bag and just keeps falling out the bag. And why is there so much food coming out that bag?
Yep.
Incredible.
And like zapping each other trying to get to the food.
Let's move.
Incredible.
Which way do we go? The
I
way to the
don't
right
know.
looks wider.
I mean, we'll know when we get there.
Yeah.
I have dark vision. Why can't I? Oh, we've light. All right.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
light.
turn the light around so you turn your goggles off.
Although you can cast light on 4 creatures now, so I guess I could take a light.
Want to go
that's
north or
fine.
do you
Not
want to
more
go
creatures.
east?
You can use it like dancing lights, or you can use it as a single target.
Let's
I would
go
go
north.
north. Yes.
North it is. Hello, eels.
Don't mind
Hmm.
us.
Okay.
They smile at us. Look at the guy in the middle. He's so happy. Hmm.
Oh, I'm dumb. I have my own light spell. I would cast that
As you
myself.
enter into this bit of cave here,
Yes.
Isaac in particular, you note a strange bit of moss on one of the walls that stands out to you. You recognize it. It's rather unusual. Can have decent uses, however, in making healing potions.
It's healing moss.
If you want to spend some time to carefully take some.
Maybe once we leave and those yields are gone.
Wait, I'll make a note here for you because you discover it. Stepping in the next part of the cave, there's an immediate change to the general atmosphere for Amnos in particular.
Uh-huh.
As you kind of walk forward and your face immediately runs into a cobweb.
Oh. Ah! I hate that.
It's a rather, let's be honest, a rather unpleasant feeling no one particularly wants.
No.
But tiny thin silvery threads seem to dot all over the place in here. Something's
Yeah.
around.
Since I'm using the third action, can I like spirit sense which direction this life forms?
Let me see, what's the wording of the spirit sense?
I can do that shit. Where do I have it? There, so sorry.
Weirdly, you're getting a strange sense all over the place as you kind of cross into the threshold of this area. Like, across all of... Like, even on the web, like, Amnos is, like, brushing off his hand right now. Which, even weirdly to Amnos, like, you wipe the web away, but it stops being sticky on your hand like you'd expect. It almost just seems like it dissolves into, like, these thin strands of light for a moment.
Okay.
What CL sees briefly is, like, with your spirit sight, as you kind of push it out there, you can sense tiny little things running up and down that same web, even though you can't see any.
Could I
Okay.
roll a nature check? I mean, it seems like a spider, but a weird one.
Yes, I'm happy if you draw a nature check.
Right. 35.
Ah. Well, they are spiders. Then, but their corporeal bodies are not fully here at the moment. You get the sense these are ether spiders.
Ether spiders.
They have the ability to enter into the ethereal plane.
Amanas just shakes his head like.
For those of you playing Baldur's Gate recently, basically they're face spiders.
Just shakes his head like
Pathfinder's version.
plane hopping spiders and eels that shoot lightning. That's a weird cave.
I would like to cast a spell on myself.
Oh.
I'm not sure if this works, but True Sight.
You cast True Sight. Well, since you insist.
Roll a will save against insanity.
You stare straight into the plateau of Leng.
They're having a pajama spider party. Up to them.
Yes. Could you start seeing some things phase into existence?
Do you also need to roll?
No. Let's see which ones you can see.
See quite a lot.
Firstly, you see like this entire like tiny little swarms running up and down where Amanis is.
Great.
Almost like covering Amanis right now, though Amanis can't feel.
I feel fine.
Also, the not small.
Oh boy, there's a one in the
Yeah,
northwest and east-west.
I
that's
don't like
that's the pictures for sure.
Oh boy. Yeah, surrounded.
Not exactly.
Well, there's eels behind us.
Oh, don't worry about it. They're eating.
The eels are busy. Right?
Surely.
Hopefully.
Well, we have befriended them, so they will fight on our side, surely.
I don't think that's how it works.
No?
See, I've been informed party about the possible intruder of these spiders that she can see.
Feel your eels are ungrateful.
Well,
At this point, choose your next action very carefully.
Parlay?
But would I like know if those spiders are intelligent?
Isaac would know. These are, in fact, could be classed as a beast, not simply an animal, meaning they have more intelligence than, like, an average dog.
But they still want to eat us.
They are still animals who might want to eat.
I don't think they can be bartered with M&S.
Oh well.
what? You're druids. You can talk to them, surely.
There are solutions to these problems.
Part of being a druid is being able to appreciate the brutality of nature, in which we currently are very much in the middle of.
Oh, be my guest. Let us see this brutality of nature.
The best response to it is overwhelming force, generally. Isaac's going to cast a spell.
Is that how we're triggering this? We're starting this with a spell right now?
Well, sort of. It's not an offensive spell. He just turns into a large dragon, because I've got enough space for that.
They will react to this, but I will let you be the initiating action.
All right.
Isaac tracker. I can see another tracker and an Isaac. No.
And let's see. We're going to turn into the green variant, the horned dragon, because that is a swim speed.
Ah. In which case, you choose to use your land speed or your swim speed while in here.
Yeah, I can't move because the game's paused. But yeah, Isaac will expand into a scaled dragon, and then his next action would be to breath weapon in the general vicinity of one of the webs somewhere.
Well, you'll need to go into initiative before you're allowed to do that one.
Yeah, I figured.
Because they're already reacting to the stuff that you started loudly casting in front of them.
Oh, I think I also dragged on the wrong image. No, that is the right one. It just doesn't look very horned. It's neither green nor has horns.
Hmm.
Again, unfortunately, the images we're using are having to be replacement ones.
Yeah.
You-
The real ones will be released next week, I believe.
Legally distinct dragon. It is
Okay.
kind of late. Do we want to do this combat now or next time?
Could take a bit, so it's up to you guys how you feel.
It's 40 minutes, so
40 minutes for a big combat's not much time. Like,
I mean, we can get started. It's not the worst if we have to stop in the middle, right?
we could do a round, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we can do a round. See how we're gonna die.
Know what we're going to be up against.
Also, just
What is that?
hatchlings.
Oh, it's what it. That looked so strange disappearing on Menace's face.
I'm sure Anders doesn't mind the swarms around him, though. Apparently, he can't even see them. So, I'll go ahead and start initiative then for everyone. You can all roll. COD. Spiders. Go away, eels. You're not part of this combat. I mean, Vickers is. Despite the fact Vickers can't see any of these currently, Vickers is right.
well, I can see visibility. I don't know if that counts for them though.
Oh yeah, if you can see invisibility, then you can see all these guys as well. Actually,
Oh, perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
you
so-
look around as like, oh, you bear witness.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Sarah sees nothing right now?
You see your friends?
Oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
You have been told where they are in general.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but the big ones, at least. Around us.
Got to add them. There we go.
Oh. I don't like that encounter tracker who's first.
Hidden? I guess they'd be hidden from us?
Yes, they'd be hidden from you.
Why did we come to this cave again?
As it's the route, it's the only route from this side of the mountain through to.
I know it was rhetorical.
You hear a very loud scream presence is detected properly. Let us see here. Okay. Because who's looking right now? Ciel and Ceres, who can actually... Ciel and Vickers, who can actually see. So just make that note.
And Isaac does have scent, if that applies, but if they're in a different plane, probably not.
Sense does not currently apply. As there is a brief flash of light down to the... And then... it will... As Amalis, you suddenly feel an intense pressure attempt to invade your mind.
Okay.
As you feel some kind of presence in your brain. It's like someone screaming, dragging their fingernails down a chalkboard.
Great. How lovely. Oh, level 7 spell. Ugh.
What the fuck?
Ever alternate primal phenomenon restoration. First action is used. 1 minute. Okay, sure. Critical success. I reject you, foul beast.
You stay strong despite the effects of something trying to invade your mind.
Oh yeah, we started combat, so I will scream at one of the spiders.
Oh, sure. Which spider would like to...
I will scream at the spider over there on the left.
It's like funny because you can't actually see them, but you've been told where they are, so I'll still let you do it.
Oh. Okay, sure.
They're phased or whatever.
I'll take it. Grr, spider. Grr. 40. On this spider.
Sure. Yeah, that spider is definitely frightened.
Not a crit?
Yep.
Then it will flee for 1 round. That's good. Anyway, please continue.
I just can see that one now.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, that's a spooky spider.
Yeah.
As she is out of the ether. Partially out of the ether.
So there's currently a swarm on Amanus or near Amanus right now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're still phased at the moment, so... Which actually I can... Let me see if I can get a
Right.
little... Let me see if I can get a little effect to show which ones are phased to make it clear for you. That's a good effect for phasing them. Maybe that one. Mirror images. Yeah. Creature, I want you to be like less a thing. That's pretty good for being phased.
Sure. So they're all like that except one, right? So far that I can't see yet. Move.
Can still attempt to hit them with a magical weapon, though they will be, they're not fully here, so.
Yeah, it's paused. I would like to move. Thank you. Still difficult terrain, so this sucks. I need to see. There we go. Okay. You are not phased, though. Let's see. Foot. Beyond my increment. Okay. I'm going to cast Short Strike on myself. Then I'm going to attempt to throw my weapon beyond my throwing knife beyond its range, 1 increment. So should automatically do it. But I'm going to try and hit the queen here.
You can do it.
Queen is off guard.
Oh, really?
Well, you are a rogue. No, she acted first. Sorry.
Yeah, she's the one who did the thing on you.
What you acted for?
No, she rolled higher than me, even though I crit. So, yeah, that's miss. So that's me. I'm done.
You can see currently no enemies at all. Everything's fine.
I mean, Vicus and CL can direct me where there's the biggest cluster right now, right?
Ignorance is bliss. I mean, technically, pointing out an enemy does cost an action. It's not just reaction, but they are.
You can
aim at
point
a
at
web.
I'll let you
Last
point,
any corridor, it'll hit something. Like
I'll let you point out a vague direction, but just if you wanted to actually point out a particular square for targeting, would be a different thing. But
Okay. Cyrus will squeeze on through here. He sees nothing, but that's fine.
well, you see one thing as you step there.
Oh yeah, there is that one thing. That's horrifying.
Are you sure you
it's-
want to be in front?
Yep. So she's gonna quicken cast. How do I rotate this again?
You should be able to use your mouse wheel. It might have to be or it might be shift and mouse wheel.
Yeah, shift and mouse wheel. So yeah, reflex saves for all of them.
Yep. Even the phased ones do have to still roll.
nice.
Quickened cone of cold.
Ah!
I'm gonna make this easier. I'm gonna make this easier myself because otherwise I'm gonna lose track of who rolled. If I could do tracking
Oh,
mode.
you want me? Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ignore how I accidentally put Amulet in there. It's fine.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Last thing then. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Doing
Let's
some
just hope
business.
the damage is pretty okay. That's pretty okay. And because I quicken cast it, Sarah's is going to use her third action to just leave back over here. What the fuck is that around that corner? You know what it is? A giant pile of nope.
Yeah, they took less damage. Some of them took less damage because they were phased. On the other hand, you did destroy one of the swarms already.
Yeah, I'll take it. Is Pathfinder 2E where they take extra damage? Swarms take extra damage to AoE.
They do.
Yeah, like they're vulnerable to it.
Vulnerable to area and splash damage.
We're on a pickle because I sure as hell can't see these creatures either. Can't see the queen, which means that is the only target I can go for.
At least everything else you'll have a bad time hitting. But
Yes, indeed. So Amanas will move up to here.
as before you is this huge spider that does not look even from this world, kind of staring at you. A thousand eyes as it kind of stands on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Barely big enough for the cave space it's in.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try scare the spider.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna do. Scare you, spider. Boo! Before?
Frightened 1.
Hey, look at that. That's what we're working with here.
As it's very briefly startled.
He's like, oh!
Do you have to like credit for the fleeing thing, or?
That's the spider up here is gonna flee.
It would have to be crit and have to be lower level.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Which I don't think this thing is.
It definitely isn't if it can cast 7 of spells now.
Yeah, with the thing thusly frightened, I shall poke at it. Actually, before I do, let me check. Maybe it's a good place to call down lightning. Nope, that's 2 actions. Don't have that. 1 action it is. Oh yeah! Yes. Sadness.
Remember, you have an item to give yourself haste if you need it.
Yep, don't have the actions for it, sadly.
Mr. Red Talon.
Isaac can't see much, but he does know that spiders are generally on webs, and is just gonna blast that away. Once I find the action again, there it is. No. Oh, right, there wasn't one, right?
Are you looking for action?
Or-
For are you trying to like do your breath weapon, or?
Yes.
I don't think there is a thing listed for it, but we can work. What is the breath weapon supposed to be?
It is a 30-foot cone.
We can work with a 30-foot cone.
I can make one. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do something like this, probably. Which will be a reflex save, I believe.
What kind of damage is this dealing?
It is poison damage.
Interesting. Okay. Reflex away.
Reflex.
Maybe. That's not good.
All right, my save is a. Where'd it go?
Is it a spell save or a separate save?
27, meaning that 16 is a crit fail. All the others are failures. Fail takes full, crit fail takes double.
Well, that crit fail, funny enough, is the one right in front of you.
Perfect.
They're taking reduced damage because they are phased, but it doesn't change the fact that, ow. You blast them all.
All right.
I did have to check the damage
Whoa.
type, because depending on the damage type you just picked, like if it was just rocks you were firing at them, maybe not as effective.
Yeah, I contemplate that. And if they're hidden, then I at least can target the other swarm. Actually, the swarm in front of me is still alive. So we're gonna just give that a bite.
Yep, your bite is a magical attack.
That is a crit.
Go ahead and roll a DC 11 to see if you hit. There should be a button at the bottom of the screen to do that.
I don't.
Unfortunately, it phases out of existence as you go for the bite.
Well, I need that feat. But yeah, that would be 3 actions: blasting poison, trying to bite at shadows.
This phase spider is going to dimensionally hop away from Amanus. And then skitter. because I'm just frightened it before. This one shall exit phase and fire webs at Isaac.
That's it.
You're hit. You're hit by webs.
Oh no.
You are
Whatever
now
shall I do?
You are now immobilized. As you're now just kind of like pinned to the cave side by web.
That's cool, I think.
Jokes on them, I wasn't going to move anyways.
Let's see. It moved. It flung web. Will it do anything else? Yeah, it will do one other thing. As it will screech and send a tiny burst of magical energy out in your direction. Isaac,
Yes.
take 4 force damage.
Alright.
Basically a magic missile. The spider exits phase next to Amonis. It will try to protect its queen.
Nope.
It will try to protect its queen.
No.
Fight the dragon. Fight the dragon.
No.
Seal.
Hmm. What to do? What to do? I guess I'm gonna give it an attempt. Let's sustain it. I'm gonna give it a attempt. I'm gonna cast a spell of hypnotize in there.
A cloud of mesmerizing patterns and colors that hovers in the air.
Trying to dazzle and fascinate them.
Real back and forth swing there.
Yeah. You also have fascinated for quite a long time and cannot use your actions.
Needed to roll the recharge for my breath.
Anything else from Seal?
No, that is end of my turn.
This phase spider. It's gonna just kind of crawl up the wall, staying in the ether. and it's going to blast Sia. Whoops, twice. Ignore the target from that. And a swarm for Amanus. Amanus, you have a swarm. No, that damage wasn't for you, Amanus. Take that
Oh,
away.
sorry. I thought the swarm was biting me.
This is the swarms. Make a basic reflex.
Sure.
What can this swarm do, given it's hypnotized?
That's a good question.
Target is fascinated. You're compelled to focus your attention on distracting you from other things. You can't use concentrate actions unless they're limited. For now, it can do nothing but. For now, it can do nothing but stare at the pretty colors until one of you takes a hostile action against something against it itself or a friend. Amanus,
Yep.
bitey bite. Basic reflex. Buff.
Oh, why am I in here?
Why are you in where?
Inside Isaac.
I don't see you anymore.
Are you by chance hitting WASD or the arrow keys accidentally?
But I'm typing in another window. It shouldn't be doing that.
It might.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Vic.
Hey.
Little swarm.
We'll roll it. Because I never rolled, I can go over here.
Whee! Swarm is sad.
I bet.
Hey, dragon.
A reflex, I should say.
Buff.
If they enter the area, they have to make a will save.
What's that?
If they enter the hypnotized area, they have to make a will save. As far as I understand, they have to be.
Isaac? Num num.
Hello?
Oh no.
Hello?
Hello.
If they enter the hypnotized area, they have to make a will save.
They
or
haven't
be
ended the
fascinated.
turn in the hypnotized area.
No, enter. Enter.
Oh, enter.
Yes, enter or end their turn.
That would be a failure.
Okay.
Do they still take the damage then, or was that
No.
negated? Good.
Though the dazzled and fascinated will break. Well, the dazzled won't, but the fascinated will break, pretty quickly. But
Yeah,
it does
but
in this turn.
it is meant to, block a path. That's why I cast it in there. So there was less more of these swarms than I expected.
This one will phase. It has it, but it's still unfortunately unable to attack this turn. Phase. Why are you so
This
faded
is
up?
so many. This is so many spiders.
So many
Yeah.
spiders. Hey, Seal.
Yes. Where the hell did that come from?
They use their phase jump. Yeah, half. Because friends.
Yeah. This is my second reaction to roll again. Success, I roll again.
Swarm is out again.
Yeah.
Swarm destroyed. This one just spends it the turn. This one goes this way. And that reaches the top of the round. Lots of little guys, lots of things needing AoE. But do you guys want to
I have
stop there,
chain
or do you want to
lightning.
keep going?
I think we
Yes,
stop
I
here.
am tired.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
stop here.
Okay.
Doug, if you want to share that info, what's the XP budget for this encounter? Because this seems ridiculous.
In fact, the
Extreme.
it isn't. This is an extreme encounter.
Okay.
Though it isn't like extreme off the end of the skill.
Oh, that's yeah,
Something.
that's something. Yeah.
Because we've done that. Because we certainly had those before, but no.
Do you
The
have
thing is with some. Sorry, go ahead.
you have any chain lightning? We can probably clear a
Yeah,
lot of
I
this
do.
with some chain lightning.
I
Uh,
would have used it before, but they were all phased, so I
Yeah.
couldn't target them.
Now a lot of them are becoming unfazed.
Yeah, now they're unfazed, I can now target them, so I'm gonna chain lightning them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little swarms will not survive very long against lots of AoE, or even any AoE.
Yeah, and I like
But yeah, there's a long initiative list to be sure.
One that's
I'll
very
be able
quickly
to
going to
keep
get cut
it.
down. But
yeah.
Alright. Well, with that, I shall pause the stream here. Thanks people for watching. Lots of combat. We're gonna continue slaughtering our way through the caves next time. And come back tomorrow for Abomination Vaults, since Cheap is not playing Plunder Storm as I thought he would.
I'm not a fan of battle royale games, and also there have been plenty which are just better than some
Well,
cobbled together game mode for World of Warcraft.
well,
But the transmog sheep. The transmog.
I could not care less.
come back tomorrow for more of these hot takes on controversial
Sheep
issues.
hot takes on how to win a
All right, good night, folks.